the strike volley that was a great goal.
Well, the overhead kick forced a great save. I mean, there was some real great action in that last section of the game. 17 goals from subs so far at this World Cup. That's more than the whole of the group stage in the last World Cup. But just very quickly on this, do you put the change in momentum of the game rather than one team over the other? But was it down to a hydration break, or was it down to the subs?
Well, it seems that because there's so many subs available now, Aid, that, you know, you can have a real array, a different array of talent coming onto the pitch that just gives something very different. I remember Thomas Tuchel talking about the types of substitutions he makes, and you know, they can change the outcome because they're different types of players. We've seen, you know, wingers come on today, or midfielder come winger as well, that have just drove at the team. The opposition have hurt them, and defenders are tired and look like they're hanging on. If you take, you know, you look at some of the goals that they conceded, and if you look at Mimic, the guy that got taken for the 1-2, that obviously Vargas then delivered to the far post, that was all about, you know, a tired defender coming up against fresh players who are prepared to run at them, and that to me the difference. I do think further along, because the Swiss will qualify now, obviously, to the last 32. I think Yakin has got a very different choice about what type of player he plays in the knockout stages, because clearly they've had a massive impact in the Swiss team today.
Just want to mention Granit Xhaka. We talked about him before the game, the leadership that we all know about. But what might not be known is that before this game, he was big news in Switzerland. He'd been described as toxic in the dressing room because he criticised pre-tournament, he criticised the manager, he criticised some of the players as well. He's actually grabbed the ball. He could have easily given that responsibility to Manzambi for the hat-trick, but the captain has stepped up, he's got hold of the ball, and he's thought, I know if I score this, I can make that, which he did. He made a gesture to the crowd as if to say, too much talking going on. If he'd have missed that, he would have got absolutely ruined, given some of the negative press about Granit Xhaka. That is big, bold leadership right there. I know the game was won, Cass, but he didn't have to put his neck on the block there, but he did.
No, I think he's a player that quite likes the pressure, you know, and all the stuff I mentioned earlier to you, Aid, about, you know, being at Arsenal and suffering from the boos, and he seems to take it on his shoulders and think, well, I'll show you, I can do this. You know, he's that type of character, and I think it's a good thing for a team to have an outspoken player, or a player that doesn't accept second best. You know, you always need one of them, as long as they're playing well, and that's the difference, eh? When he's playing well, and like he did with Sunderland this year, and like he's done for Switzerland, people will believe in you, as long as you're playing well. If you're doing it and you're not playing well, and you're one of the culprits that are not performing to the level needed, then players will get annoyed with you, and so will managers and fans. But he's doing the reverse, which is he's saying certain things, but he's improving the team, and he's having a massive, I think, impact on this Swiss team.
Absolutely. Switzerland as good as through. Big win. Wild end to the game. Time now for us to pick out King of the Match with Burger King.
talkSPORT's King of the Match with Burger King Burger Buddies. Total tournament satisfaction delivered by the experts. Order now on the BK app.
Tony Cascarino, who is your King of the Match, please, sir?
Well, it's really weird, Aid. I feel quite strange when I was going to say it's going to have to be a sub, and it could have been Vargas, and, you know, with his 2 assists and a goal, but I'm going for Manzambi. I thought he was a difference maker, and, you know, what he did in 25 minutes since it was on the pitch absolutely was, you know, just top-notch attacking, a goal threat. I mean, he's been interviewed now on the TV, so, you know, just seen on the monitor, and he deserves man of the match today. I thought he was terrific, and his finishing was great as well.
Yeah, he was so dynamic. He made the first goal, started the first goal, finished it off as well. Just surging into the box, sprinting into the box, making himself available in the box as well. And he's there to finish off. Got himself a couple of goals. Is he going to get himself a move to the Premier League? I'd love to see him in the Premier League.
Well, I mean, look, he ain't done himself any harm, mate, has he? You know, let's get it right. If you come on in a World Cup game and you're a young lad and a lot of potential, people look at you, and what you saw tonight is someone with a lot of speed. You know, I think he's dribbling. You can see that he wants to take someone on all the time. And there's a lot of players who try and do that, and without any effect. This lad done it tonight and absolutely changed the dynamic of this football game.
Cass, been great having you on commentary. Thank you very much. That was our King of the Match. All thanks to Burger King.
talkSPORT's King of the Match with Burger King Burger Buddies. Iconic winners delivered in the box every time. Order now on the BK app.
Well, half-time mentioned Ben Jacobs, talkSPORT reporter, throwing fish, catching fish. It is now on Instagram, at talkSPORT. Check it out. Brilliant video. It's unbelievable what happens in that video, so check that out at talkSPORT on Instagram. This time tomorrow night on talkSPORT, we'll take you to Boston to build up to Scotland's second game. They face Morocco, looking to make it 2 wins out of 2. The Scots are top of Group C. Canada, Qatar kicks off at 11. That's going to be live on talkSPORT 2. Kicks off in just under an hour now. Here on talkSPORT, it's the Sports Bar with Haaaaas and Cundy. 03717 223344.
Simon, from Southgate to Tuchel, was this the front-footed difference that you have been wishing?
Oh, definitely. I mean, for a number of reasons, for the reasons that Brad's laid out in terms of the substitutions, from the manner in which this is rock and roll football. This is what we saw with Jurgen Klopp in the second half. Interesting that Tuchel needs to have a reinforcement at half-time, because you would have assumed that that conversation had happened before the game and that they were told to get on the front foot before the game. And England looked quite nervous when they started, and they weren't, for the first 5 or 10 minutes, I thought they weren't really at it. And you know, I think the performance in the second half, I was sitting next to Brad, and he was saying to me, and I think I'm right in quoting him, is that this is the best attacking formation or attacking performance that we've seen in the World Cup so far, in terms of the way that they put it upon the Croatians. Whatever we may have created in the media about how old this Croatian team is, Troy was saying off air that the average age of the Croatians is 28 and a half, whereas our team is 27. We've been walking around under the impression this is a dad's army, just because you've got Luka Modric. So they're not mugs. You know, I think we could have done better with the goals, but notwithstanding that, you know, whatever lessons we think we need to learn defensively, Tuchel will learn them and they'll make some adjustments. But offensively, if you look at that performance, that is as good as you want an England side to play. It's as good as an England side has played on the front foot for a very, very long time. And you look at it, and 4-2 flatters the Croatians to some extent, because England could have had 6 in the second half. So I think it's a great marker. It's a great start to the tournament. It's what the public will want to see. Tuchel is hiding his light behind a bushel, because I would imagine he was very strong in the dressing room at half-time to wake a few people up, because you saw it, they came out of the traps like men possessed.
Yeah.
You know, the perfect cure to a goal just before half-time is a goal directly after half-time. And that's exactly what England got.
I also thought as well, sorry, I know you've got to go to break.
No problem.
But you know, now you see so many managers say buzzwords.
Yeah.
And he's talking about being aggressive, being on the front foot. He actually means it, doesn't he? You get that sense of, when he say we're on the front foot and be brave, if we make this mistake, it's on me. It's not on you, lads. So I think when a manager's that aggressive in what he says and believes it, it's easier for the players there, because you know, ultimately, if we fail, we've all failed, and he's not going to throw me under the bus.
Yeah, good evening. Welcome to the World Cup Game Day Sports Bar. Me, Jamie Harim, over there, Jason Cundy.
Has anyone seen Bosnia? Not my best.
Not your best work.
Not my best work, that.
Nah, it's bag average, that, mate. You need to up it. It's
I know, but, you know.
Miles off it.
I don't... Yeah, move on.
24 hours after England's huge 4-2 victory over Croatia, what are your reflections? How refreshing is it to have an England manager like Thomas Tuchel? Does he deserve more praise for his half-time team talk? We've heard players coming out talking about how he said, take the shackles off. I don't care if we get beat, but we ain't playing like that. That is a manager I can get behind. We're 1 week into the tournament now as well. Who's impressed you the most so far? Who's been the biggest disappointment as well? Have a little recap of the World Cup. We'll be going live to Boston as we look ahead to Scotland's huge game against Morocco tomorrow. Get involved in this show. Can't do it without you. Loads to talk about, as always. 03 717 22 3344. Whoa! Hello, mate.
Hello, matey. How are you? You good? You well?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Excellent.
What's the top?
Oh, mate, I've just had... Honestly, you can't believe my luck. Just about 3 minutes before we coming on air, I was in the green room. You'd gone in the office, and I spilled a load of coffee down my t-shirt. Like a whole cup of coffee went all over my t-shirt. It's been sent downstairs. So coffee all over a white t-shirt. It's been sent downstairs to people try and clear it up. And I had to find a t-shirt in the office. And I went, I'm saying, anyone t-shirts, any tops knocking about? Can't find one. And then someone threw this at me. It doesn't even fit.
What is it?
It's Morocco. Doesn't even fit, mate. I mean, I'll have to stretch it. It's a medium.
It's a bit snug, that.
It's a bit snug.
It is snug.
Yeah.
Is that match worn?
No. No. Well, it's all I could find in the office.
The only shirt you could find was a Moroccan shirt.
That's all I could find, Jake.
Okay,
There's loads of shirts knocking around last week. They've all people. You know what they're like in the office, mate. They all steal them. So loads have been nicked. The only one I could find was a Morocco shirt, honestly, and it doesn't even fit.
So what'd you do? You spilled coffee down it?
All over my top.
You don't,
all over my white t-shirt.
You don't drink coffee?
Tea. It was tea.
It was tea.
It was tea.
You sure?
I spilled stuff on my top.
I've never seen you drink tea in talkSPORT.
Right, okay. Listen, I spilled something on my top, mate, and it was black. Honestly, I can't remember. Who made me this? Was it tea or coffee you made me? I can't remember what you made me.
Well, you lying?
It was.
You're talking rubbish. You're talking
Anyway. The one.
What's the matter with you?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What's the matter with you? Honestly, like you're a disgrace. You wore a Haiti t-shirt the other week when I weren't here.
That was pure bad luck.
No, it was bad luck, was it?
Yeah.
And now you've rocked up with a Morocco shirt on.
I told you I spilled coffee or tea. I can't remember what it was. Jay, I didn't even taste it. I spilled it all down myself. It burnt my chest. I've got burnt chest.
I think you're out of order, mate.
What do you mean?
I think you're out of order.
Well,
Scotland are a good team. They're in the World Cup, and all you've done is mock them.
Oh, my God. Scotland are playing Morocco, aren't they? Aren't they? They're playing them tomorrow, aren't they?
Yeah.
11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Live on talkSPORT.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realise.
You didn't realise, no? No, that didn't spring to mind.
Do you know what? It's how bad. That's terrible luck on my part. Terrible luck. I don't know what to say. I can't come on here bare-chested. I've got a burnt chest. First top, I'm around the office. Lads, you got a top. You got to get me a top. Someone bought it, and I'm like, give me it. I don't care. What is it? I didn't realise until
I want Scotland to do all right. Like, genuinely. Do you not want Scotland to do...
They've done all right.
Yeah, they've done all right. They beat Haiti.
They've done well. And I said,
well, go through.
I said, well, and I hope they do.
You're lying.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying. No, I hope they go through and they get bad.
Horrible man you are. You know that.
Jay, it's just pure bad luck again. The Haiti one come out of a bag. Had no idea. Put my hand in that pot of Haiti. This time I burnt my chest with coffee or tea. Can't remember what I was drinking. And now, look, let's get on with the show.
Well, you got snug fit on.
It's
a Moroccan snug fit.
Wow, mate, honestly.
It's a nice shirt, that.
Mate, I think so.
It's all right, that, you know. It's nice.
I've got a home shirt. You want to put that one? I had a choice of two.
Oh, dear. Well, Scotland fans, obviously, I want to speak to you.
No, come on.
What do you mean, come on?
No, they don't want to talk.
What do you mean? Scotland are in this World Cup.
Let's
James.
talk about England, mate. We don't know what's
No, we'll talk about Scotland as well later on in the show because they are playing Morocco.
They are playing Morocco tonight, 11 o'clock live here on talkSPORT. I actually forgot about that.
Yeah, you've called
live on talkSPORT, 11 o'clock.
Let's talk about England.
Let's talk about England.
All right, because there's been a lot of talk about the performance yesterday, and it was a really good second half, and we dissected it a little bit last night.
Yeah.
Straight after us, being on air and watching the game, and it was crazy moments.
It was a crazy game.
But there's a lot of talk now from the players, and we're hearing what he said at half time about the way he wanted the team to play, how he kind of said that, I've been with you for 17 days. I don't care if we get beat, but we ain't playing like this.
Do you know what?
How refreshing is that?
I saw all the clips on social media because after obviously when they come out of the mix zone and come in and speak to all of the world's media, a lot of the stuff you don't get for quite some time. But I heard a quote that he said this morning when I woke up, and he basically what you just said. I've been with you lads for 17 days. My opinion of you is not going to change on the result. But we're going to go. We're not going to lose the game like this. I'm paraphrasing, but that's pretty much what he said. We're not going to lose the game like this. We're going to go and win it like this, and if we lose it, that's fine. And my opinion is not going to change of you.
Yeah,
I've been with you, and there's obviously a bond between him and the players. There has to be, and the players reacted. They how much do you feel as a player when he goes? The manager says, "Look, just conceded before half time. Go and play. Go and here's what I want you to do. That's not what I want. I want to see you on the front foot. Express yourself.
Yeah.
Go and play with freedom. Express yourself. Extend your wings. Fly." And he allowed them to fly. And we saw that second half. Right?
Yeah.
The first goal in the second half was crucial because that changed the game very much in our favour, and it must have killed Croatia.
Yeah.
Killed them.
Well, they've gone in at half-time absolutely buzzing, thinking we've got them here, and then they come out and we've just stamped our authority. But I just love the fact that I'm hearing the players coming out and giving us a little bit of an insight of what was said, because you could see a massive difference in the way we played.
You could. And it did feel a little bit like we were playing with, there was a reservation.
It felt like a Gareth Southgate performance.
It did a little bit, didn't it?
That's exactly what it felt like. I said it. And it was time and time again. I watched it. England go 1-0 up, and then we'd sit back, and then we scrape through certain games, and we go, oh, it wasn't a great performance, but we got through, and oh, God, we ain't great, but we've managed to get through again. That was literally what I was watching again. I'm thinking, oh, here we go, same old England, get to a major tournament, and then we do this. And all of a sudden, second half, I'm like, hold on, this is different.
Yes,
this ain't what this is. He said something here.
Yeah, and also not only was that the case as well, we had to deal with you and I spoke about this at the hydration break where Declan Rice comes off. We're going, well, there must be something wrong with Declan. And apparently, it turned out there was. But the substitutions he made. He's brought on Rodgers and Rashford, and then Jed Spence and Saka. Now, Mark Gahey as well. That's a slightly different one. But all of those two, all those four subs.
He brought on Saka.
He brought on Saka.
Rodgers and Rashford.
Right. And, but Jed Spence is an attacking fullback.
Yeah.
So he brought Reece into midfield, and that right-hand side, that's where the fourth goal come from. So it not only what he said at half-time had a huge impact on the players' attitude and confidence, he makes those subs on 72 minutes. There's still 20 minutes to go.
Yeah.
And he's made those positive moves. Imagine playing that team. He's going, right, the manager's message and signal is to the players, we're going to go again.
Yeah.
We're going to go again.
Southgate didn't do that.
No, and I think that's the criticism. Obviously, the Croatia game, and Italy were on top at 1-0. You felt that Italy were getting back into the game, and when they scored the equaliser, the game changed. Tuchel ain't waiting for that. He's not waiting for those decisions. I'm going to be proactive, not reactive.
Yeah.
And I think if you're going to criticise Southgate, he was perhaps a little slow to react and wasn't proactive enough.
Yeah. All right, let's hear from England manager Thomas Tuchel. We had this to say on his half-time team talk during our opening game against Croatia last night.
I want him to be brave, courageous, intense, and on the front foot, and do it together, and just go for it, and try to take it, and be active. I encourage them with words, which was short, was calm, and if they say it helped, even better. But I think that was the main. That was the main message, to just encourage them and tell them that we trust them, and there is nothing to fear. It's we want to go for the win, and be active.
I mean that. Sign me up now.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, sign me up.
You want to play in that team?
I want to play in that team. If that gaffer's coming in at half time first game of the World Cup, nervy, and all of a sudden you've got a gaffer and gone, lads, what are you doing? Go and win. You're better than these. I don't care if we get beat.
And also,
I'm not gonna sit here and watch us play like that though.
Also, the hardest team talk must be for a manager when you concede literally on half time when you're winning the game. That must be one of the rules, because your team talk changes from what you're prepared to say and the build up in your own mind and how you're going to approach the lads. And within seconds, they didn't even kick off. The goal goes in and then the whistle's blown.
Yeah.
So his half-time team talk has changed completely from what he was going to say. And let them sit. I read quote. Let them sit down and just digest the moment they're in, and he delivered that. And
that's elite manager right there. And I don't want to knock Southgate.
No, we're not knocking Southgate.
You know, because Southgate done some great things for us, and he got us to the end of some major tournaments.
Yeah, we're not.
But when you've got a manager as a player, because they're nervous, these lads are nervous. They know it's at stake. They know there's pressure. You're playing for England, World Cup. You know, you could see it in the way they're performing. But when you've got a manager that just says, listen, lads, go and play. Go and express yourselves. Take the shackles off. Yeah. We're here to go and win, all right? We ain't here to come and sit back and let Croatia dictate.
And also what he said, it took the fear of losing, I think, those comments he said at halftime away from them. Because you know it's like, Jay, there is, when you go one up, there is a tendency to sometimes protect what you've got.
Yeah.
Because it's so valuable, the lead. He ain't like that. He's saying, look, I'm taking this responsibility away from you. Don't be reserved in the way you approach this game. I want you to approach it on the front foot. And we saw that in the opening minutes. We get the goal, and you saw that. That second half performance was elite. It was stellar.
Yeah, it was.
One of the best performances I've seen in England side in a major tournament, that second half. And we took the game to Croatia. It was 4-2. It could have been 5. It could have been 6. We were that good second half.
Yeah.
But we got to carry that now into Ghana.
Yeah.
Right? It's no point having this conversation now. And at half time at Ghana, you and I are sitting there, it's 0-0, and we're going, where are they? We need to see more of this. That's what we need to do. See more of that second.
It's exciting now because I obviously said to you, like, I wasn't so confident about England winning this World Cup because of the heat and, you know, just past trauma and things like that. And then I watched this and I thought, you know what? We got the gaffer.
Yeah, we do. And I've seen him up close and personal, mate. I've seen him at Chelsea. I've seen what he's done. How he turned this Chelsea side into a group of very good footballers, and Frank left. He turned us into the kings of Europe, you know, and I saw it, I watched it unfold. And that the power he gave the players to go and be themselves. Go on. We're doing this together, and here's what I want. And we saw that second half.
Okay. You want to have your say on this? Give us a call. England's brilliant 4-2 win over Croatia. How nice is it to see Thomas Tuchel as the manager and the positivity that he's bringing to the group? 03717223344. We're also going to talk about, we had 1 week of the World Cup. Who's been standout performance? Who's been the flops? You listen to the World Cup Sports Bar on talkSPORT, brought to you by Burger King Burger Buddies. Total tournament satisfaction delivered by the experts. Order now on the BK app.
Neil, yesterday we had another French legend in the studio in Emmanuel Petit, and I asked him, no, in fact, I didn't even ask him, he just offered it to us. He said that he thinks Mbappe is more important than Henry was to France. Who do you put above the other on that list? Who's a better player? Who's more important?
I think Mbappe is the main man. Is the guy for France, and actually he's had some tough time at Madrid this season, but with France. He's always there and he's always playing well. And I think when you look at the stats, he's got already like 14 World Cup goals, yes. 58 goals for France. So he's the top scorer of all time. I've backed him from the start, and I believe he's got a big desire to prove like all the people wrong after his tough season, I'd say, at Madrid.
I remember as a kid growing up watching France, you had the great Michel Platini playing, who I think is possibly the best French player of all time. Is that how you guys see it over in France? Who is number one on your list?
It's hard to say because I feel like most of the time great players are being recognized more when they retire. And I think that's kind of what happened with Mbappe when, you know, he was playing for Paris. Like he was criticized a lot, but then we left him, and you know that the League One in France is not the same with or without Mbappe, and I think that will happen to him. And I believe we've never had a player coming from very young age, like doing the things that he's done already. He's one of the World Cup. He scored so many goals, and so I think he will be number one on the list for sure. But that will probably happen at the end of his career.
Yeah, you are listening to the World Cup Game Day Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Me, Jeremy Hara, Jason Cundy, we're taking your calls as we look back on England's 4-2 victory over Croatia. But first, let's get an update in the US Open. Lisa O'Sullivan is watching for us.
Evening, lads. Well, the course at Shinnecock Hills in New York State is playing a little kinder for the late starters on day one of the 126th US Open. And we're getting a glimpse of the future at the top. 21-year-old Ryan Cowan from the University of Oklahoma.
Right, let's go to Robert now. He's a Newcastle fan. Right, Rob?
All right, Rob.
Yeah, right, boys. How you doing?
All right, Rob. You good?
Good. All right, good.
Go on, what do you want to say, Rob?
Ask Nico O'Reilly at left back, mate. He's dreadful. He was so bad. He's the biggest liability out of that squad at left back. Useless.
Wow.
It's a bit harsh.
He's so bad at defending.
He's not bad, mate. Come on, give it a rest.
He can't.
Oh, I get it. I get it now. I get it. Because Lewis Hall didn't go. Is that where you're driving at?
Well, I mean, he could lead on at that, but that's not the reason. But he was absolutely liability at left back.
I have to say, I didn't think he played particularly well first half. He looked a bit nervous. I thought we all did. I wasn't impressed with Reece. I'm a massive Reece James fan. Didn't think he played particularly well. But your criticism is just completely over the top. He's a brilliant young footballer.
Nah.
What do you mean, nah? Nah.
No, I think when he was up top and he was making chances in the second half, he was good. He was good. Can't defend. He's like Trent. He can't defend.
No, I don't know how you come to that conclusion. Have you watched him all season?
Yeah, I have. But for City, he can defend. I'm not that particular game.
I don't think he played well first half. Jane, I said it last night. I thought both fullbacks were poor. I thought defensively, all four of them actually were. In fact, I don't want to point fingers, right? But I thought everyone was way below. And we saw second half. I thought he grew into the game. I don't know who are you playing there then?
Well,
you can't say Lewis Hall.
Can't say Lewis Hall.
Can't say Livramento.
No.
Can't say Livramento.
So basically, Anthony Gordon's the only. Oh no, you went to Barcelona.
Gordon was a little ghost. Didn't get anything off him.
You've got Dan Burn. You want Dan Burn at left back? Is that what you're saying now?
No.
Big Danny B.
No.
Okay. Of someone that's not of Newcastle persuasion, who are you playing there?
Well, I think he's the best option, but we're not stacked on left backs, are we?
No, but I mean, Jed Spence can play there. Dan Burn can play there.
Dan Burn's too slow.
No, I'm not starting him. Trust me, right? I'm just saying who can play there. I'm not saying I would start them. I don't think Nick O'Reilly's going to be a problem.
Jed Spence was better when he came on.
Yeah, he played game on. Like I said, the game had changed and he affected the game. He's an athlete and he brought fresh legs on. And this is something Jay and I spoke about for a number of weeks. Come on, affect the game in a positive way, because fresh legs, and when you are an athlete and you have got pace to burn, and that goal came down the right hand side. You know, I think. And I don't know, but
come on, Rob, give him a bit. Come on, he's had a great season at Man City. Give him brilliant.
I'm not saying he's a terrible player.
You just said that.
Just said he's useless.
Just said he's useless.
No, at defending, not overall.
Well, that's his job at left back.
Well, what do you mean? What? Yeah, but I'm saying he's not good at defending. He was good going up and forward and attacking, but he wasn't good at defending.
So he's a useless defender.
He's a useless defender.
I think it's harsh, mate. I think you're out of order.
Out of order?
I think you need to just get over it, mate.
Yeah, Lewis Hall didn't go, mate. Come on.
You know, just get over it.
Lick your wounds. Lick your wounds, mate. I thought Lewis Hall, Jay and I both said this, I thought Lewis Hall's desperate and lucky not to be in the squad, but he's not there. Don't take out your frustration.
No, he isn't.
Rob, just while I've got you, Newcastle, how much you want for Tonali? We'll give you 60.
100 mil.
We'll give you 60.
No,
we'll give you 60. 60 mil, we go. 5-year deal at Spurs. It's done deal.
5 years. 5-year deal.
Yeah, he's going to go, mate.
How much you taking?
You've got to sell.
How much you taking? Come on,
we have to sell.
You're paupers.
We do have to sell.
Yeah. How much you taking?
100 mil. 100 mil.
100 mil.
How much do you want for Guimaraes?
For what?
Guimaraes. How much do you want for him? Off your 62.
Are you trying to do? You know when the Newcastle fan came on, you go, "Don't have to sell." Are you trying to recreate that?
No, I'm just asking a question.
No, we're just trying to do a deal on the phone.
62 million. Come on, boys. Don't do it.
What do you want?
Like this.
What do you want?
For Bruno?
Yeah.
120 million. 120 million easily.
120 mil.
Yeah.
You want?
Sold Isak for that.
Yeah. Come on, mate. Come on. You're not doing that. I tell you what I do. I'll do you a favour. 72.
72.
72 million.
Give over.
All up front with add-ons.
Yeah, you can sign a couple of players again. You know, like what you did with Baltamada and Wissa.
Yeah.
Went well, that didn't it?
Yeah.
Baltamada's a good player. Come on, boys.
Yeah, it's a good signing, mate.
So what are we doing then? We're doing 72? Bruno?
70. Waffling, Jason. You're waffling. Talk absolute guff.
Trying to say it's two best midfielders, you and me. Piling.
It's a shame. It's a shame because you're a good club, mate. But you know, you're a selling club.
They're paupers, mate. Of the Premier League, they are.
It's the future. I'm not. You know,
they're paupers.
It's the future.
What do you mean, paupers?
Well, you know, I'm just saying they're paupers. They're in the big league.
Yeah,
they're just one of these clubs.
What, like Brighton?
Yeah, they're Brighton of the North.
Wow.
They're bigger than Brighton, but they are paupers, aren't they? Bruno, okay, last deal. Is he there? Last deal. Rob? 75.
Yeah. 75. Come on, Jason. Don't be on the rage,
mate. No, mate. 75 for Bruno, 75 for Tonali. You got 150 million there, mate.
Come on, shake on it now.
There you go.
Shake on it now, Rob.
You can pay off your PSR.
Rob, you can rebuild that front line. You wasted money on.
Rob, see you later.
Cheers, Rob.
Oh, dear.
Poor Rob's under pressure. They felt like it was his money. Felt like he was actually in the boardroom. Didn't it?
Calling them charlatans.
Going back. He's thinking about phoning. Can we go sell him? 75. Can I push it up? Push it up to 80.
Newcastle fans will start getting the ump now if they do keep selling players.
I know. I've said this. I feel for them. I think FFP and all that. It's just a. I feel for Newcastle, feel for Villa. There's no way they should have to sell their bet. Elliot Anderson left them 30 million.
Yeah, I know.
He's now gonna go for over 100 million or thereabouts, about 100 million more inside 2 seasons. It's not on.
Let's go to Anas, who's a Villa fan. Anas?
All right, Anas.
You all right, guys? Hi, JB. Hi, Jay. You all right?
Yeah, we're good, matey. You all right?
I just, I got you on live, and I love what Jason is wearing. I mean, as a Moroccan fan.
Yeah, go on.
I mean, Moroccan fan, okay.
Right, you're taking on Scotland tomorrow at 11 o'clock live on talkSPORT.
Yes, indeed, yeah. And hopefully we will get the result same as 1998 when we've done it in France.
Right. Okay.
It's a good shirt, that. I'm not going to lie, Anas. It's a nice shirt.
It is. It's really nice, and it's basically a very...
Mate, don't ever do that again. Don't kiss the badge. Listen.
I didn't know I was on camera.
No, don't. You was on camera then. Don't kiss the badge. Don't do that.
No, just a little bit of someone. I've done that. Just wipe my mouth.
I don't ever want to see you do that again. That's disgusting.
Yeah, go on, keep talking.
That was going to say, hopefully we will be a good game for us tomorrow. And if we don't make it to the final, hopefully England will bring it home.
Oh, come on, you're beating Scotland.
Hopefully, easily. I mean, we'll feed them some couscous.
You're a bit of a dark horse, Morocco. You're a good side.
Well, we were a dark horse in 2022, but for now, I mean, to be on the 6th position on the FIFA ranking, I don't think we're a dark horse anymore.
Yeah,
maybe.
Well, they are. I mean, are you AFCON champions? I don't know. What happened?
Well, what happened there?
I don't know. Are you or not? I don't know. Is it in the courts?
Yes, still on courts. But to be fair, I mean, this is not the way we want to win it. But when we play with professional players, and when everyone is watching, big game, big scene, and then you get players like, for example, what's the name of the Everton midfielders and the winger, they've leaving the pitch. This is not what you want to see. We are in 2026. We need to give good image about the African football.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Anas, listen, mate, thank you. Thanks for calling in.
Have you seen the Bouadi boy? Have you seen him?
The young lad.
Oh, mate. He's
I've got some good players.
Yes, he's there's always that cab off the rank, the next young bright thing. He's very much in that clutch.
Yeah, they've got some good players for sure. Let's go to Ray. He's a West Ham fan. All right, Ray.
Razor.
Good evening. Listen, that first call of that Rob, did Nico O'Reilly dump his daughter or something?
Nico O'Reilly's a top player, mate. I think it's harsh.
I know, that's what I'm saying. He's
to be fair, though, he weren't great the other night, and he's right.
It was the first half, weren't they? But it was a right proper warming into the tournament. What I was going to say about, I've already said that it'll be a 16-a-side tournament, and he's proving that way with 17 goals from subs so far.
Yeah.
So the commentator said in the last game.
Yeah.
But what my thing about proved last night when Declan Rice came off that Jordan Henderson is not there as his cover, because Southgate would have put him straight on in that position.
Yeah.
So he's not going to be any part of that squad, I don't think, as coming on either to see a game out, or he's definitely not going to be doing anything productive. And I'm just going to put it to you guys that do you think that he was a waste of a selection, as we could have had another flair player in there when we go deeper in the tournament? Because definitely last night, if he's there to be the holding midfielder's replacement, he never even thought about him. He changed 2 positions to compensate Declan's position. And I'm just wondering with you guys, do you think...
I think there's a space for... Listen, I think there's a space for Jordan Henderson. I think he's a leader of a group. I think...
I'm not disputing that, but if that was the first 10 minutes last night, what would he have done if Declan's back would have gone? Would you have brought Mainu on?
Well,
would you have made 2 positional changes?
It's interesting.
Or would you have just brought Henderson on?
Yeah,
because I mean, you play 7 tournaments on the trot. You're not a bad player, and you're a good. He's had a great career, Henderson. But when I see players that have been left, we could have had we go deeper in the tournament, if you've got a Palmer and a Foden to come on, and you're not, we need to win a game.
No, but you say we're going to need to win a game. We brought a Morgan Rogers, Saka, and Rashford.
Oh, I know, yeah. I'm just saying a brilliant performance, but
we've got enough attacking flair there to make a difference.
Oh yeah, 100%. But what I'm saying is, if Declan broke down,
well, I played Reece James in there. That's what he done, didn't he? I mean, put Jed Spence at right back.
Exactly. Yeah, so he made 2 positional changes, and when you look at the other squads, they've got ideal replacements player for player. Now, if Henderson was brought in to be Declan Rice's,
I don't know if he was directly brought in to be Declan Rice's replacement. I think.
So what do you think Henderson's job would be, to see a game out, to win a game?
Well, he didn't bring Kobe Mainoo on either. He didn't bring Kobe Mainoo on.
Yeah, but Kobe Mainoo's more of an attacking midfield player.
But
he can score goals as well. But
yeah, but he can still do. There's a role in there for him. I mean, Declan Rice actually didn't play a holding midfielder. That was Elliot Anderson's job. Declan was allowed to be a little bit. Declan was a bit more of an 8.
But Declan made more sideway passes than Anderson, didn't he? He done more of a Jordan Henderson role than Anderson did.
Yeah, I don't think that was by design. I think that was.
Yeah.
That was.
Just I mean, last night's performance. Don't get me wrong. I was over the moon with it, and to see that positive substitutions that come on, let's say 16 aside is how it's going to be this tournament, and we have got 16 quality players, and we're going to go deep into it. But I'm not knocking the performance or anything like that. I'm just thinking 26 players, as the competition goes on, what role is Henderson going to play?
I don't know whether you need to focus on that. I'm kind of with Jay. It could have been at that stage of the game, but he hasn't gone with that.
We've got 3-2 up.
Yeah, I know, but he's gone with.
Oh yeah, but what would that? You're saying this is what I like about him. Because what Southgate would have done.
Henderson feels a bit of a step backwards, and not a step forward. And
that's what I'm saying. Why is he in the squad?
Yeah, but that just because every game has a pattern. It's got its own storyline, and there might be a situation. Let me ask you this then: what if Reece James pulls a hamstring?
Then you've got Jed Spence goes right back.
He replaces midfield.
Reece James won in midfield.
No, he came into midfield.
You just said, what if Reece James gets injured?
Yeah. What if he's got
Jed Spence right back?
Yeah, but then Declan Rice still struggling with his back. Who'd you play?
So both things happen.
So then, if Declan can't play the next game...
No. I'm not talking... No. Sorry. We've got to go back to last night. So let's say Reece James has got a tight hamstring. He's about to bring Jed Spence on. Reece can't play in midfield.
No, Reece went to midfield after Declan went
Yes, but what he's saying is if Reece James had a knock and he had to come off as well, what are you doing then?
Coming off. Well, he couldn't bring that one up. He used 5 subs.
I'm trying to paint a scenario here. I'm just trying to paint a scenario that
we're playing with 10 men. That's what we're doing. You won't bring on Jordan. Would you play with 10? Don't need him.
Do you know what? That actually is not true because we hadn't made the Mark Gahey sub at that time. Yeah. So he's wrong. Get him back on. Where is he?
He's still there.
Right? Yeah, go on.
Right. We hadn't made that sub at the time.
All right. So what would we have done then? He'd pulled Mainoo on, wouldn't he? Well, instead of Mark Gahey.
No. Forget Mark Gahey. Right? Forget that.
We might have put Jordan on.
No, I'm trying to paint a scenario in which I'm trying to make you see that maybe Henderson could have come on.
You know what he would have done?
Don't tell me. Oh, go on.
Gahey in midfield. That's what he would have done. That's what he would have
done.
Razor? He would have put Mark Gahey in midfield.
Razor. Yeah. I'm just trying to give
you know what he would have done? He would have put Spence in midfield.
Right.
And he would put Concert at right back and Gahey at the back. That's what he would have done.
Yeah.
What about Chalobah?
Chalobah, actually. Chalobah would have played in midfield. Actually, I think Dan Burn can play there, Ray.
Yeah, well, he could have stopped all that by just putting Henderson on for Rice, couldn't he? Because that's what he took me there for.
All right, listen, mate, thanks for your call. Keep them coming in, 03717 22 3344. You're listening to the World Cup Sports Bar on talkSPORT, brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Wherever it is, they're here for it.
I'd give it a solid 7 out of 10. We had a nervy 5-10 minutes opening, and a bit of a nervy first half and stuff. I think we need to communicate a bit more with the back four, between the back four and the midfield.
Yeah.
But I could see the high press, and I like the way Pickford was like, acting as a little bit of a sweeper and sucking their players in, so we could create some gaps in the midfield. I think the only way, and second half, I think we were superb, but I think the only way we're going to win this World Cup is there's two things. Firstly, obviously keeping Kane fit.
Mm-hmm.
That's absolutely imperative. And the second thing is we will win most of our games from the 70th minute onwards with the attacking players we have on the bench.
Yeah.
It's almost like an embarrassment of riches. Attacking, exciting players. I like the way he just made 3 changes.
Yeah.
And they were positive changes. But
he brought on, when you bring he brought on Morgan Rogers, Saka, and Rashford. I mean, when that Croatia must have been thinking, oh, here we go. I mean, and other teams watching that going, God, you know what? They have got a lot of good players, and they come on. And not only that, are they athletes. I thought Jed Spence was fantastic when he come on as well. Yeah. Quick, athletic, good 1v1, driving forward. And, look, as the tournament goes on, we're going to be playing in different climates. It's going to be hot. What I saw in the last 20 minutes, we look good.
The only thing I'll say on that is that Croatia were chasing the game. And if we're losing 1-0 and those subs you just mentioned come on, very different scenario. Very different setup, very different.
Still top players, though.
Of course, no, I totally agree with that. But Croatia had to come on to us, and our fourth goal. You look at how they were exposed at the back.
Yeah, they were.
If Croatia were 2-1 up, that goal does not get conceded. So but yes, he's made a good point.
talkSPORT are an official radio broadcaster of FIFA World Cup 2026, and to celebrate, we're giving you the chance to win £26,000 cash. And the best part, completely tax-free. That's right, £26,000 could be yours. Fund your summer and enter now. Here's out. For your chance to win, visit talksportwin.com or text WIN to 83338 by 6 p.m. on the 20th of July 2026. Text costs £2.50 plus your standard network rate, or send your name and number by post to Comp 1, PO Box 3190, Colchester, CO2 8GP, to arrive by midnight on the 23rd of July 2026. 18 plus, UK residents only. So for your chance to win, text WIN to 83338 now. This is a network promotion. Full T's and C's at talksportwin.com. Yeah, you are listening to the Game Day Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie High, Jason Cundy. You're going to continue your calls. Who's been the biggest disappointment so far? I know Ronaldo is taking a lot of clog right now. Let's get an update, though. In the golf, Lisa O'Sullivan has been watching the US Open.
Yeah, the amateur Ryden Cowan is a 21-year-old senior at the University of Oklahoma, and he's up with the leaders on day one. He came through qualifying via a playoff to make the start list on Long Island. He was 3 under in competition earlier, but has dropped a shot finally on the second hole, having started on the back 9. It means instead of being up front on his own, he's now in a 4-way tie for the lead. Sam Stevens, the only one in the clubhouse, on 2 under. The field very bunched, but while it is still windy, the skies are blue, the gale force blasts are so far a no-show, and it looks like we could get this first round completed.
Okay, thanks, Lisa. Just going back to Ray, the West Ham fan, we was talking about Jordan Henderson, and we was having a discussion about it in the break. Do you know he's appeared at 6 international tournaments for England? 2012, 2016, and the 2020 UEFA European Championships, and then the 2014, 2018, and 2022 FIFA World Cups. This is his 7th major tournament. And we're talking about, he shouldn't be there, he shouldn't be in the squad, he's not going to play. What's the point in being there? Mate, I want someone like that in my squad. Whether he plays or not, I want Jordan Henderson there, because How many players did they took? 25?
Yeah.
They took 25 players. Not all of them are going to play.
No.
But if you've got, say, the 24th and the 25th player, right, who are not featuring, might be Dan Burn, might be Jordan Henderson, they ain't going to sit there with a ump for 3 weeks. Jordan Henderson is going to go up.
More than that, it's 6 weeks, mate. It's more,
6
it's
weeks,
more,
yeah.
Hopefully we get the final.
Hopefully we get to the final. 6 weeks in, Jordan Henderson ain't played a minute. He ain't getting the ump.
No.
He's sitting there. He's setting standards. He's part of the group. He's getting the best out of them every day in training, and he's gonna keep turning up every day, even if he don't play a minute. Now, of course, he wants to play, but what you don't want is a player who, like Trent, maybe, who you bring into the squad. He gets the ump after 3 weeks because he ain't played a minute, and he's sitting there and he's moping about, and he's thinking, "Oh, I'm here. I'm not playing. I don't want to be here." Jordan Henderson wants to be there, whether he plays or not. I think you need players like that in your dressing room.
You do, and I also understand the argument about someone that's a little bit more, a little younger, and there's going to be plenty of examples of that. But when this conversation about Henderson, and it's really interesting because everyone will have an opinion on it. But when you look at his resume, when you look at his CV, it's there to be shot at by anyone. He's won everything in the game, in the English game you can win. He's a Premier League captain. He's a Champions League captain. I mean, the Champions League captain? Did he win the Champions? Okay, he won the Champions League captain. I can't remember.
Yeah, he was captain.
Okay, fine. But you are talking about an elite player that's won elite trophies, and he knows his role. He is there, and it ain't a cheerleader. Like you said, he's going to set standards in training. He's going to drive the team forward. He's been there. This is his 7th major tournament. That is some record, by the way.
Yeah, it's unreal.
That is some record.
4th World Cup.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it really.
I don't know how. I guarantee that no other English player has done 5 World Cups. I say I guarantee. I don't know, but no. But I can't think of.
I'd like to know who've done 4.
Well, Shilton might have done, but England didn't qualify for a lot of the World Cups back then. Anyway, someone will tell us. Jack, find out for us, mate.
We'll find out. Time now to hear some of your shared takes with Burger King.
Shared takes on talkSPORT with Burger King Burger Buddies. Total tournament satisfaction delivered by the experts. Order now on the BK app.
Let's go to Michael, who's a Liverpool fan. Right, Mike?
Right, Mikey?
How you doing, boys?
I'm all right, Mike. Go on, what do you want to say?
I was just about Hendo, and I was saying, I don't know if this was mentioned, but Rashford scored, and the first person he ran over to was Hendo.
I saw that. Yeah. I mean,
what he brings is unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, he happened to be warming up at the time, which was good, kind of fortuitous.
It helped.
But you can also imagine what he talks about off the pitch. He's going to be the loudest voice in that dressing room. I obviously, I know what he was like as a captain at Liverpool. All he cares about is putting the team first. Yeah. All he cares about is putting the team in the squad first. He covered in for Trent when he went in his big wonders and his big passes. He's a phenomenal presence. I'd want him in every single squad that I could get him in.
Yeah,
I've been saying that. I'm also Scottish, so I really hope you get pumped out in the next round. But for Hendo, I want him to do well.
You know, Cundy's got a Morocco shirt on.
No, I'm not even surprised by that. I'm not even surprised by that. Just a coincidence that one came out just to say.
No. I spilled coffee on the other T-shirt when I was about to come on air, Mikey. Spilled coffee all over it.
Yeah.
Absolute nightmare.
Yeah, he had 2 options: the Morocco home shirt or the Morocco away shirt.
Oh, aye, it's a tough choice. That
yeah.
It's a tough
disgrace,
choice.
Mate. He's a disgrace. I want Scotland to go through.
Look, we need a better performance than we had against Haiti to stand a chance of getting anything off Morocco.
Yeah, but you know what though, mate? Scotland can produce.
Nah, get
they can, and they play better when they're the underdog.
Get them out.
I agree with that.
You're always the underdog.
Well, that's just true.
Well, you don't always play well then, do you?
Well, look, it's going to be a brilliant atmosphere. It's going to be a brilliant game. At least it's a decent enough time. I work in a pub, so I'm going to be working for it anyway.
Where do you live? Where's home?
Glasgow.
Well, it's going to be rocking.
Can I? Did you work last night?
No, I didn't work last night. I had football training last night.
Did you? I took the night off when England played. Did you?
Well, I didn't even watch it. I think I watched the second half actually. Never a penalty, never a retake. Absolutely shocking, but of course. Absolutely, it's ridiculous.
Mate, you're watching greatness there, mate.
Yeah.
You're just going to have to accept.
Are you a bit worried, Mikey? You a bit worried that maybe it's coming home?
No, Harry Kane will score a bad goals in the group stages and then fumble it in the latter stages as he usually does. Yeah. Jordan Pickford won't reach a ball because it will go into the top corner, and that's all I need to worry about. That's
Yeah, what
that's
about Bellingham, though? We've got goals all over the pitch now, matey.
No, man.
If he doesn't throw a strop.
No, he ain't throwing a strop.
What I will say is, and it only reminded me yesterday was, I still can't believe he's only 22.
Like,
it feels like he's been around for so long, and the way he took his goal was outstanding.
Yeah. You sound a bit worried, Mikey.
Yeah, you do.
No, I'm not.
No,
I'm
you
not
sound-
worried at all.
No, I don't know,
I'm
actually.
not worried. They'll come up against France. That Croatia team's that's an old team. They'll come against France, and Mbappe will score a hat.
Will you be wearing a France shirt that night?
I'll be wearing every team that's no England. That's basically what I'll
Do you know
be wearing.
what? I'm going to take it back, actually. I hope you get slapped by Morocco. I'm going to go and get the home shirt on. I hope you get absolutely battered. Honestly. Disgrace.
The thing is, we'll still be the best fans there. That's all I care about.
Oh, well done. Well done. Oh, there we go.
Scotland. Good
another major trophy for the Scots.
Yeah, good fans.
Excellent work. Well done.
Good trophy, that, mate.
Yeah.
Good trophy.
Fan of the tournament. Well
Fans
done.
of the tournament. Well done. It's coming home. It's coming home. Every tournament, Scotland fans are the best. Well done. Thanks for coming, lads. Get pumped again out in the group stage. See you later. Mike, cheers, mate. See you later. If you got a share, take your own. You can voice note us or simply call us on 03 717 223344. It's all thanks to Burger King.
Shared takes on talkSPORT with Burger King Burger Buddies. Iconic winners delivered in the box every time. Order now on the BK app.
Right, keep your calls coming in on the World Cup Game Day Sports Bar.
Jed Spence done? He could have scored, Jed Spence, right? There is no way that any player on that pitch, had they played the amount of minutes, could have got through where he did. He's got legs. He's an athlete. He had a part in.
He's a brilliant player. I'm not disagreeing with that.
But I think he can impact the game not from the start. Jed Spencer's not going to start in the World Cup.
Oh, I don't know, you know.
He ain't starting.
I don't know.
Unless it's going to be against Panama in the last game. He ain't starting. He's not starting against Ghana.
I think against France, Brazil, he's a better option than Reece James. He's quicker than Reece James.
He ain't a better player than Reece.
He ain't a better player than Reece James. Reece James weren't great
tonight. He's a better player.
No, I agree. Reece
James did not look that fit.
Second half was better.
Reece James against Elise, he's going to get skinned. Do you know what I mean?
Are you kidding? Elise plays off the right. Just to get this right. Reece
James against Bacola.
Mate, I'll have him.
Jed Spence can play left or right back.
Jed Spence is a better defender than Reece James. Jed Spence is a better defender than Reece James.
Oh, honestly, what are you not taken? What have you taken? What's going on? What's happened? What's happened?
Jed Spence is a better defender than Reece James. Where are you going? He's walking out. What? James, you can't walk out. Josh, he's walked out. I can't believe it. He's walked out. Jed Spence, I think he maybe thinks I'm saying that Jed Spence is a better player. I'm not saying he's a better player. He's a better defender than Reece James. Do you agree with me, Josh?
He's definitely better going forward defensively, but I'm not too sure. But I think a lot of people are being very harsh on us here, to be honest. I mean, the two goals that Croatia scored, brilliant goals. I mean, the first goal, what can you really do about it? But obviously, if you look at 4-2, it does look a bit ropey for us. But if you watch the two goals they scored, I mean, their second goal, brilliant pass. I mean, obviously, he shouldn't have been onside. It's a bit poor there from the back line.
All right, Josh, listen, I'm going to let you go because I've got to go and find Jace. Cundy's walked out. He can't believe it. Look, he's left the studio. It's unbelievable stuff.
It's not often a World Cup great is known for his time on the pitch and in the dugout. Franz Beckenbauer is one of 3 men to win the tournament, both as a player and manager, and Der Kaiser's tenure with West Germany is iconic. We all know Beckenbauer as that grizzled warrior, so seeing him here, a young, fresh-faced 21-year-old, doesn't feel right, does it? 1966 was his first World Cup, when he was already building a reputation for his strong, marauding play, playing the libero or sweeper role for Bayern Munich. He had to act as a more traditional centre-back for the national team, though. West Germany fell short, losing in the final to England, but you already know that. Despite revenge over England in the quarters 4 years later, a game in which Beckenbauer was keen to get stuck in, West Germany were knocked out by Italy in the semi-finals. At 25 years old, he had a bronze medal, a silver medal, and the gold was coming. In 1974, West Germany didn't lose a single game on their way to winning their first title. And to top it all off, it was on home soil. And this was the team they beat to it, their fierce, total footballing rivals, the Netherlands, a team fronted by Johan Cruyff. Beckenbauer shocked the world when in 1977, aged just 32, he retired from international football to go and play for the New York Cosmos. The world went mad, but when you're going to go and be teammates with this guy, I mean, yeah, fair. Beckenbauer did come back to the West Germany national team, but as a manager in 1986. His task, get through the World Cup without embarrassment. But they reached the final and only lost to Argentina and their iconic captain, who, let's be honest, at the time was unstoppable. Beckenbauer returned for one final World Cup at Italia 90, where he got his revenge. West Germany beat Argentina in the final, and Beckenbauer became, at the time, only the second man after Brazil's Mario Zagallo to win the World Cup both as player and manager. So across 5 World Cups as a player and manager, he got a bronze medal, 2 silvers, and lifted the cup twice. That's smart.
Yeah, good evening and welcome to the World Cup Game Day Sports Bar. Me, Jamie Hara and Jason Cundy. Reminder, we have a brand new Sports Bar podcast. It's available now, featuring all the best bits from the show. Still to come tonight, we're going to be joined by talkSPORT Chief Football Correspondent Alex Crook. He's live from Dallas for a transfer roundup. We're going to also be joined by talkSPORT.com's Jack Cunham as we got some back pages. But let's get back to some calls. 03717 22 3344. We've been discussing a week into the World Cup, Jace. Who's been the biggest disappointment so far, would you say?
I think I've got to say Spain. I mean, they were pathetic, I thought, against Cape Verde. No? I thought they were terrible.
Portugal were bang average as well.
Yeah, but they're favourites, Spain. They're the favourites to win it against the nation that's making its debut in the World Cup. To put in that performance so slow, and Rodri coming out, throwing his toys out the pram, saying, all they did was come to defend, and I mean, have some respect for the opposition. What are they supposed to do? So, yeah, Spain, for me, the biggest disappointment. They will turn it around. There's no way you're seeing that performance again from Spain.
No.
They can't put that in again.
No.
And fair play, Cape Verde, they actually deserve the point. And that header late on, like really late on, it was a good chance. And another day, maybe 7 out of 10, he might hit the target and score.
Yeah, all right. What about if you was going to say who's been the best performance so far, player or team?
I mean, no one's really. I mean, France Messi. Second half, England second half. I mean, Argentina. I mean, Messi was just. It's amazing, really, because you're looking at Messi, and I heard someone today saying this might be Messi's last World Cup. He might not be. He's 39 in next week.
Oh, you ain't going to play another one.
Okay, right, I hear you.
No, 43.
43.
Come on.
Ronaldo's 41.
Yeah, but Ronaldo didn't look great.
No, he didn't.
Ronaldo didn't look great.
Look, this probably is his last World Cup. It probably is, but they built this team still around him. Make no mistake, this is not an Argentinian side that's moving on beyond Messi. It's an Argentinian side that know exactly what they've got. Everything goes through Messi. Find Messi. Get him on the half turn. He walks. He doesn't. You have to have. Excuse me. You have to have legs in the midfield that compensate for him not chasing around, and he will walk. He'll get his rest out of possession.
Yeah.
He won't. He did chase back. I watched him do it a couple of times back into the right back position. But largely, when they're out of possession, Messi walks. He conserves his energy. Then all of a sudden, bang, get it into Messi, and he comes alive. And he's still. And it was Saudi Arabia. We don't know what he's going to have against better opposition. But let me tell you now, mate, his brain is as alert as ever. Yeah. And he thinks on a different level. You know, the passes, the movement, his touch, his awareness. It's not fair. It's actually not fair how much ability he's got. It's unfair.
It's frightening. Let's go to Jordan. He's a Chelsea fan. All right, Jord?
All right, Jord?
Evening, lads. How are you guys doing?
I'm all right, matey. Go on, what do you want to say?
I think I've heard for the last 24 to 48 hours about Portugal this, Portugal that, Ronaldo this, Ronaldo that, and honestly, I think I just can't believe. I think people really, really forget who we're actually talking about. Now, granted, 41 years of age will eventually catch up with you, right? But let me ask you two boys a question. What were you guys doing at age 37, if you don't mind me asking?
I was retired.
I mean, I'm only 39. I was here.
Okay. You know what Cristiano Ronaldo was doing at age 37? He broke the world record for the most goals in history. Fast forward nearly 4 years later, he's on 973. That's almost over 200 goals in the space of 4 seasons. Yeah. Most pros that we grew up watching were all retired.
Sorry. This is your life. This is your life. I don't understand. We know all of this.
Yeah, exactly. So my point is, Cundy, is this. I think people just need to just hold your horses. Just hold your horses. Don't crucify Ronaldo after one game, because if I'm not mistaken, Portugal drew their opening game of Euro 2016 against Iceland 1-1 and then went on to win the tournament. Now, I'm not saying they're going to win it, but what I'm saying is...
hold on. Right. Listen, no one's crucifying him.
Are you sure?
No one's crucifying him. But when you are of a level that he was... And everyone gets this. I mean, you know, we just had someone phone up about Jordan Henderson, about why is he in the squad because of a certain age. You don't, you know, it's not what have you done for me now? What have you done for me lately? Can Ronaldo affect the game now?
I think he still can. I think because if you actually look at the game plan right now, I think the fullbacks were busy passing the ball to each other with the inside midfielders and the outside fullbacks. The wingers, remember, Ronaldo's not the only one in that forward line. It's other players involved that weren't getting the service. If you get the ball up to not just Cristiano, but the wide players as well, get everyone involved, get the ball quicker up to the forward line, everyone's going to thrive. The comment that Thierry made, I don't really quite understand. I mean, because Ronaldo's job is to score goals. What else is he supposed to do? You understand what I'm saying? I just think for me, yeah.
But there's going to come a point, and this is where Roberto Martinez is going to have to jump one way or the other. If he feels that Ronaldo is not benefiting the team,
yeah,
you don't leave him in. I know what you're saying. If the ball comes, look, he's still going to be in a moment of where the ball drops to his feet in the box. You want Ronaldo,
yeah,
right? But it ain't about that. Football is more than that. I know. I watched Messi the other night. Messi is more than just a goal scorer. He's more than he creates. He's part of the build-up. But they protect Messi and they build a team around him and they get it into his feet. He gets in that half turn, those half spaces, and he's frightening. Now I know it's Saudi Arabia and we still wait to see what he's going to do.
Is that Algeria?
But
what did they play?
What did I say?
It's Saudi Arabia.
Sorry, Algeria. My bad. Yeah, Algeria. You're right. But Ronaldo can't do that. That's never been his game. He's not part. He doesn't drop into those spaces and build up. He is a front man. He's the best goal scorer, finisher I've ever seen. But I don't know whether I'm just wondering whether that ship has sailed. He's not Peter Pan.
He's gone.
Ronaldo. It's a bit harsh, mate. He's not.
No, the cooler's gone.
Is he gone?
He had enough, mate.
Is he hung up?
Yeah, I think all I got for the last thing he said in my ear, I don't think you heard it, was you talking guff.
Who said that?
Jold, you there?
Jordan.
Oh, are you back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Sorry, mate. I don't know how much you heard of that. Go on.
No, I mean, I hear you guys. I just think the world. I think he just needs to. I think everyone just needs to calm down. I mean, Brazil had a bad game. England had a great game. I think the majority of the big nations are just trying to find their feet. I think Portugal got a good opportunity against Uzbekistan to maybe get a couple goals, and then let's see what's what going forward. But I think now's not the time to start experimenting and taking Cristiano Ronaldo out of the lineup and then put Ramos, who really and truly is a sub-part-time player at PSG, and all of a sudden he's now going to be the answer to the problem, because now if you start Ramos but then he doesn't do the business, you bring on Ronaldo, he scores a brace and then wins the game, everyone's excited.
Yeah, but what's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that? What I'm saying is that everyone's going to ask the question, but why didn't Ronaldo start the game to begin with?
People are getting so caught up in the he should start, he's got to start. Like, we've seen already in this tournament, it's all about the subs. It's all about the management of players.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is...
Doesn't matter if you start or not, you can still affect the game.
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying.
Why does Ronaldo have to start?
Because he's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah,
that's
no.
But hold on.
No, Jordan.
Wait. One second, Cundy. What I'm saying is, this is the guy who's got over 143 goals, over 220.
But what's he doing now? That's the question. The question is now.
Do you know how many of the former pros would wish they were in Ronaldo's shoes right now? 41 years of age.
No one's saying that. No one's saying that.
Yeah.
But the Portuguese were watching that game going, Ronaldo's got to come off. He's ineffective.
But I think the only way Ronaldo comes off is I think I was listening to Kieran. I can't remember his name. I think Gibbs. Is it Kieran Gibbs? I think his name is the former Arsenal player. Yeah. I think he was on ESPN. He was saying, give Ronaldo one more opportunity. If Ronaldo doesn't deliver against Uzbekistan, which is the perfect opportunity for him to bounce back, because I don't know who Brazil are playing in the next game, but I think that's going to be an opportunity for Brazil to bounce back. I think Cundy was talking about Spain being poor against Cape Verde. I think whoever they're playing in their next game, they're going to want to bounce back. So Cristiano Ronaldo and Portugal and that team, they're going to have to regroup, come back and bounce back. Remind them exactly Portugal are here, they're contenders, and they want to play. Now, if Ronaldo doesn't start, if Ronaldo starts and performs like doo-doo, then you can start making that decision. But after the first game, I just don't agree.
But everyone has an opinion after the first game.
No, but I think opinions can be hasty.
You've only got one game to base it on. I mean, you can't base it on two games if there's only been one game.
Would you start Ronaldo in the next game, Chase?
I think there's some merit in him coming off the bench. I think there's some real merit in him having an impact. Here comes a little bit like Lamine Yamal the other day when he came off the bench. There was all of a sudden Spain have got something to aim at. I just maybe his position now in that squad is a sub, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't understand why Jordan is getting so uppity over it. He doesn't have to start. He's 41.
No,
he's one of the greatest players ever to put a pair of football boots on. But maybe his role in this squad and this team has changed, and he can still have an impact.
Well, Roberto Martinez don't seem to think.
Well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. He may well score a couple of goals. He might. Who knows? But there is definitely a conversation about him.
All right. Time now for a score update with Burger King.
Game Day Live Update on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Burger King Burger Buddies. Total tournament satisfaction. Delivered by the experts. Order now on the BK app.
Yeah, host nations Canada have just gone 1-0 up against Qatar. That game is live on talkSPORT 2. That was a score update, all thanks to Burger King.
Game Day Live Update on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Burger King Burger Buddies. Iconic winners delivered in the box every time. Order now on the BK app.
Now, keep your calls coming in. 03717 223344. We're going to be joined by our chief football correspondent, Alex Crook, next.
play you something, Steve? Didier Mann, the former Germany midfielder, has been on RTE after the game. He was talking about Harry Kane and sort of picked up on a point one or two other people have made about Harry Kane. Let's play you this and see what you make of it.
He's a captain and he's there to score goals in the knockout games. And the jury's out. And I can hear what Jay says, I can hear what Kevin says. I want to see him do it in the last 16 against France, in the last 8 against Brazil. And whether he's capable of doing it, we don't know. He hasn't done it so far. Then again, in Munich, every centre-forward has scored goals. And it doesn't matter whether he scores 35 or 25, they're going to win the league. I'm not sure. I think there's a few centre-forwards in this tournament. I'd probably rather have him a team than him. I'm sitting on the fence for now, but I've got my doubts about him, whether he's the player who's taken England to the World Cup. I think at some stage in a tournament, you need pace. And he simply hasn't got it.
That's Didier Mann over in RTE in Ireland.
You should write to the Daily Star.
It was basically saying he's flat track bully. He's kind of going down the route of.
Did you see he's working for RTE in Dublin? Has he been on the Guinness or something all night or whatever? He must be the first person I've ever heard question Harry Kane.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, listen, everybody's entitled to their opinions, but I don't see that at all. I mean, look. This fella is world class, and you just have to look at his record, whether he's playing in England, whether he's playing for Spurs, whether he's playing for Bayern Munich. The guy is got a little bit of special quality. He's a wonderful, wonderful finisher, and of course he's got a couple of goals yesterday, which nobody surprised. We're surprised he missed that penalty, the first one, where we're a little bit lucky. Something's gone our way, but you have to say, I think Didi. But look. I disagree with him immensely. I mean, Harry Kane for me is world class player.
Yeah, this is the World Cup Game Day Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie Hart, and Jason Cundy are going to be joined by Asian football expert Steve Hahn as we build up to Mexico v South Korea in a few hours' time. But first, let's get an update to US Open. Lisa O'Sullivan.
Shadows are lengthening on the course at Shinnecock Hills at Long Island, where Wyndham Clark of the USA is leading the way after 9 holes. He is 3 under for the tournament. Sam Stevens is the clubhouse leader on 2 under, and John Rahm is making a push. He's looking comfortable after 7 holes in his round. Champion at Torres Pines in 2021, the LIV superstar holding steady. Just missed a birdie chance though there. He is definitely one to watch. The wind is definitely picking up again. It is getting a little tougher out on the course, but definitely better conditions than it was earlier in the day.
OK, thanks, Lisa. The World Cup is in full swing, but may have forgotten, the transfer window is open and clubs are doing business. Let's go through some transfer rumours. None other. talkSPORT's chief football correspondent, Alex Crook, who's out in Texas. All right, Crookie.
Crookie monster.
Good afternoon, good evening, guys, whatever time it is there. I don't know what time or day it is here, let alone back in the UK. But look at me, I'm stood poolside with a barbecue because, let's be honest, England was sizzling yesterday, weren't they, against Croatia?
Hey, Crookie, you look like you're enjoying yourself out there, pal.
I feel very Texan, I would say that.
Yeah, you're looking good, mate. It's a good hat, that. It's a good hat. Look, before we talk to you about a bit of World Cup, I've got to ask you, because our producer, Ryan, is with you, and I do follow him on Instagram.
Yeah.
Is he behaving himself?
Do you know what? He's behaving himself impeccably, and he's looking after me. My sense of navigation is absolutely appalling. We found a nice little locals bar where we go and watch all the early kickoffs. It's probably about 3 minutes from our apartment.
I don't know the way. If he wasn't here, I'd never get there and back. So, yeah, he's behaving himself. He's looking after me. He took me out for a bit of line dancing last night. We went to the baseball. We were obviously at England-Croatia yesterday afternoon. He got me on a rodeo for about 12 seconds, which I was quite impressed with, actually. I thought I'd only managed 5. So, yeah, all good so far.
All right, let's get into some of the, obviously, transfer rumours that are coming out and about. Enzo Fernandez, he's agreed personal terms with Real Madrid.
Yeah, this is not a massive shock. If you remember, towards the back end of the season, Enzo Fernandez was dropped by Chelsea, stripped of the captaincy for a game or two for actively flirting with Real Madrid and Atletico. He basically said, I want to move to the Spanish capital. They're not desperate to sell him, but I think if Real Madrid offer £120 million, he probably will go. They've obviously already lost Marc Cucurella. Real Madrid having a real go at the transfer market this summer, backing Jose Mourinho, trying to get that Spanish title back from Barcelona. But I think it'll be another blow for Chelsea. You talk about a lack of leadership last season. Cucurella certainly was one of the leaders in that dressing room. So is Fernandez. So I'd love to have a quiet word with Xabi Alonso and ask him what he feels about Cucurella and possibly Enzo Fernandez jumping ship.
Yeah, I mean, also, if they get 120 million, Chelsea, for Fernandez, you won't hear me complaining.
They need players though, Jace. They need.
Yeah, but you won't hear me complaining about that.
They need proven winners.
You won't hear me complaining. You won't hear me complaining, mate.
They're gonna have to sign some players, though.
Yeah, and of course that's what Crookie's kind of alluding to there. That it does feel as though there's going to be a bit of a rebuild again, and from what we know and what I've heard is that it feels like maybe Barley and Bowley are thinking about improving the squad with a bit more experience. We need it. We absolutely need it.
You've got rid of 2 experienced players.
Yeah. Well, they haven't got rid. They wanted to go, but that's fine, right? I ain't got a problem there. The Cucurella one, right? They're going to Real Madrid, not going to Spurs.
Selling club.
They're going to Real Madrid.
You're
right?
You're Brighton.
They're going to.
It's brutal, Jason, even from you.
No, but they're going to Real Madrid, right? So it's like there is a hierarchy. You understand? Players want to go to Real Madrid, like Gareth Bale did. You're going to lose your players. Hazard did the same, right? So I ain't got a problem with that. But let's wait until the transfer. If there are no signings coming in, then you'll hear me panic.
Okay, Crookie, what about Liverpool? They've had £87 million bid for Yan Diomande. It's been rejected by Leipzig.
Yeah, no surprise on this one either, really. I think Liverpool expected that first bid to fail. We watched their game, the Ivory Coast against Ecuador a few nights ago, and you couldn't help but be impressed with what Diomande did in that game. Probably just strengthens Leipzig's bargaining position. We know there's a little bit of interest from PSG, but I would make Liverpool the front runners. Obviously, they've already got one winger signing over the line with Victor Munoz. They activated his 40 million release clause. He signed a 6-year deal, and now they're looking for Diomande as the Mo Salah replacement. But I think it's going to take an offer well in excess of £100 million to get this deal done.
Yeah, and PSG are still very much sniffing around, right?
Yeah, PSG are there, but as I say, I think Liverpool more advanced. Crysencio Somerville is another player on PSG's radar. Manchester United looking at him potentially as well, but I think Liverpool are really keen to get this deal done as soon as possible, because the better he plays at this World Cup, the more RB Leipzig are going to try and ask for in terms of a transfer fee.
Bouadi at Morocco, he's going to play against Scotland in 24 hours' time. He's caught some attention. Any rumours about where he might potentially go, Crookie?
Yeah, strong whispers that Arsenal are looking at him. I think it's going to be another busy summer for the Gunners. Obviously won their first league title in more than 2 decades. Just fell short in the Champions League final, but I think they look around. They look at Chelsea with a new manager and players departing. They look at Manchester City with a new manager and players departing. They look at Liverpool, who are in transition again this summer with a new manager, and they think, do you know what, we're in a good position here to retain the title. So I wouldn't be at all surprised if we get a formal offer from Arsenal in the coming days for another player who's really captured the attention at this World Cup.
Crookie, Spurs, they've got Van Hecker over the line. Any more business that we're looking at doing now over the next few weeks?
I think there's going to be plenty of business from Tottenham. Obviously, Roberto De Zerbi is looking at the number of goals they've shipped in the past couple of seasons. He's hoping he's addressed that with the signing of not just Van Hecker, as you say, £52 million. Brighton have got a 20% sell-on in that deal, I'm told, as well. But they've got Marcus Senesi on a free transfer from Bournemouth. They've got Andy Robertson on a free transfer as well. I think he wants a central midfielder, De Zerbi. I think he probably wants another backup striker. Wouldn't surprise me if Richarlison possibly is let go this summer.
Backup
And he
striker,
wants
we need a
wide
striker.
player, so well, listen, I'm a fan of Dominic Solanke. Didn't have a great season due to injury, but I think there's quality there. But you're right, certainly they want someone to at least put competition on him. And I said it towards the end of the season, if Tottenham stay up, we shouldn't be sleeping on them, because I think De Zerbi is a top-class manager. The owners said when Daniel Levy left the club after the last summer transfer window, they were going to prioritise sporting success. I think they're going to spend big this summer.
Only Jamie can talk about Spurs are back during the World Cup. He's the only boy that can do it.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Spurs are back.
What shirt are you wearing, by the way, Jace?
Yeah.
I can't see. What shirt have you got on?
He's a disgrace.
Morocco.
Got a Moroccan away shirt on. Sums him up, mate.
No.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
You're never going to be allowed to go to Scotland. You're never going to be able to go over to Glasgow and get one of those
I spilled coffee on my
battered Mars
T-shirt.
bars.
Five minutes for coming on air, I spilled a cup of coffee over my T-shirt. Had to find a spare one. The only one lying around was a medium in Morocco. Right, that's it.
What are the chances?
I know. I had choice the home shirt as well, though, but I decided to wait.
Crookie, what you got planned over the next few days?
By the way, well, we were supposed to be going to the rodeo tonight, but I've just been informed that's cancelled. I think Human League are playing at the venue, so we might go and check that out. We're going to go to the rodeo tomorrow. We've got Argentina in town over the weekend. They play here on Monday, so really looking forward to that. And we're making lots of new friends. As I'm speaking to you, we've got 2 Australian fans poolside. They're watching on YouTube. They wanted a shout out. They're really excited with the start they've made to the World Cup. He's got his top off. Luckily for you guys watching on YouTube, my top is staying on, but they're excited about the tournament.
Do you know what? I don't know what I'm more worried about. The fact that you are standing next to a pool with a barbecue and that hat on.
I'm embracing it. I was told to bring the colour. That's what I'm trying to do. I always follow instructions.
Crookie, you've done well, matey. Don't worry about that.
Crookie, you're a star, mate. See you later.
Cheers, bud.
Cheers, boys. Have a good one.
All right, talkSPORT's chief football correspondent Alex Crook. He's out in Texas. Up next, we're going to speak to Asian football expert Steve Hahn. You mentioned Perisic. They've got players in their side, Modric. You know, they're the wrong side of 35, right? These players have been in their team for a long, long time. And we're not struggling, but the first 45, I'm watching it thinking, how is this happening again?
But also, you've got to think, right? I get what you're saying, but also, there's going to be a few nerves kicking about.
Yeah.
Right? These guys, as you said there, have been around for such a long time, so they just understand, they're comfortable where they are. Modric, Perisic, these guys, they just know what it takes to get to that, to get to that level. But it's. I think there's a lot of boxes that Thomas Tuchel would have ticked. I thought the team selection he got wrong. But in my personal,
who do you get wrong?
I would have started Rashford.
Yeah, me too.
And Mark Gahey has to play. He has to play.
Talk about what you're saying outside about the balance of the centre halves.
Because John Stones, he naturally plays on the right hand side, right? And it's Maguire that usually plays on the left when it was those two. When you move John Stones out to the left, naturally he doesn't go that way to Nico O'Reilly, which is why he barely touched the ball. He couldn't go that way.
And Anthony Gordon hardly received the ball in the first half.
Exactly. Mark Gahey naturally plays on the left side, so he's used to receiving the ball from the right hand side and going out to the left. But that just wasn't there, which is why we hardly saw anything down that left hand side. But yeah, I would have started Mark Gahey and I would have started Rashford for sure. They would have been my first two on the not on the team sheet, but they're the two that I would have started.
So you would have started with Rashford on the left. What about the other side? Would you have started with Noni?
Yeah, probably, because Saka, I'm not sure. I don't know how fit Saka is.
Okay. Looked good when he come on, though.
Looked really good. Looked like hungry.
Yeah.
But that's a good problem you've got. But at the end of the day, the quality shone through second half. Even though there were moments towards the end of the second half, before Rashford scored, I was thinking, oh my goodness, they're on top again. They're starting to move the ball. They're getting into their rhythm. Their substitutions made a big difference. But then Rashford comes on and just does what he does.
Yeah.
The sharp turn, the finish.
I mean, I don't necessarily think it's a problem that the first 45 were a bit whiffy because you
look at France.
I was just about to say, look at France. I mean, they had a rocket up their backside. They're a completely different side in the second half.
Mbappe, told you about him, didn't I? I said, how often do I sit you
Write his name down. He's going to be a player.
I told you that, Mbappe.
Yeah.
World Cups, he's different.
We were talking on yesterday's show actually about after that night where Haaland and Mbappe and Messi all scored, Messi getting a hat-trick. It was, is there more pressure on Harry Kane to step up? And I think he stepped up last night.
Yeah, you are listening to the World Cup Game Day Sports Bar. Me, Jamie Hire, and Jason Cundy. Keep your calls coming in. We'll try and squeeze some on. Time now, though, for an update of the Canada v Qatar with Burger King.
Game Day live update on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Burger King Burger Buddies. Total tournament satisfaction. Delivered by the experts. Order now on the BK app.
Yeah, let's head over to talkSPORT 2 for live commentary. Canada v Qatar with your commentators Adam Bridge and former England defender Stephen Corker.
Little bit to work on with set pieces, but Canada are very, very much in control right now.
10 minutes remaining in the first half as we welcome listeners from talkSPORT to talkSPORT 2, where it's Canada 2, Qatar 0. Two early goals. Kyle Larin, a poacher's finish after Jonathan David's shot was parried by the keeper Abu Nada, and then Jonathan David, the ball arrived at him rather fortuitously, but it's a beautiful volley with the outside of his right boot. And then a moment ago, a penalty given by our Chilean referee that was overturned by VAR. It was a free kick because the initial contact was just outside the area, and it also meant that Ahmed's yellow card was converted to a red card, so Qatar are down to 10 men. The former England defender Stephen Corker alongside me. Just for the listeners on talkSPORT, Stephen, what have you made of Canada's performance so far?
Canada have been brilliant. First 35 minutes, they've been well on top of this game. Qatar have shown one or two glimpses of a possible counter-attack. That looks to be gone now with the 10 men. Canada well on top, and it only looks like there's one team in the game.
Well, it's the first time that Kyle Larin and Jonathan David have scored in the same competitive match for Canada since March 2023. They're the two highest scorers in Canadian football history, and they've put Canada potentially here on the cusp of a place in the knockout stages of this World Cup. They're on the attack again, and after 36 minutes, it's Canada 2, Qatar 0.
Okay, that was a score update. All thanks to Burger King.
Game Day live update on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Burger King Burger Buddies. Iconic winners delivered in the box every time. Order now on the BK app.
Now, let's look ahead to Mexico v South Korea. It's live on talkSPORT later on tonight. Yeah, it is tonight. Yeah, well, it's so early, these games. Unbelievable. Asian football expert Steve Hahn joins us. Right, Steve?
Hi, Steve.
How's it going, guys? Thanks for having me.
No, it's all right. Thanks for coming on. Look, as we get into this game, we build up to it. What's the feeling amongst the South Korean fans going into this one?
Yeah, I mean, it's as positive as it could be because of how the first game went. I mean, going into the tournament, it wasn't the best vibes around the team, to be honest. You know, there were a lot of question marks surrounding the team, especially because of the results that we saw in the March friendlies when they lost 4-0 to Cote d'Ivoire. But, you know, beating Czechia in their first game, that, you know, especially with a positive performance like that, I think that really turned things around for Korea. But tonight's going to be a lot tougher test for Korea, so we'll see how it goes after this match.
I've got to say, Steve, I was impressed with South Korea. You know, this is a side that will cause a lot of teams a lot of problems.
Yeah, no, this is a team that, when you go back and look at the way they played 4 years ago, they attempted to play a very patient style of football in terms of keeping possession and looking for their chances. But now they're a lot more vertical than they used to play 4 years ago. And I feel like they're a little bit more dangerous. I think defensively, they might struggle a little bit more than they did 4 years ago. But, we'll see a lot of that today because I think Mexico will test them a lot more than Czechia did.
Yeah, of course.
But, yeah, in terms of going forward, they do look a lot sharper going forward, especially with Oh Hyun-gyu, the new striker who's on the team now. He's the excellent goal scorer who scored the winner for Korea. So, he's a new weapon that Korea have that they didn't have 4 years ago. So we'll see how tonight goes.
Steve, South Korea, they've refused to speak to the media. What's gone on here? Because that's a big statement to make in a World Cup.
You want the full story, mate? Do we have time for that?
Yeah.
Go on, give us it. Break it down for us, Steve.
Yeah, so their first day in Guadalajara when they landed at their base camp, couple of reporters out of 80 reporters that are there, were caught on camera bad-mouthing Sonny because he was running a little bit separately from the group, because that's how he always does it. He's done that for as long as I can remember, but for some reason, this particular reporter picked that moment to start asking questions out loud when he was on camera for some odd reason. And he said, is he trying to emulate the Korean about the Korean particular word that was used in Korean, it could be translated into something that's a lot worse than that word. So when that got out, obviously that sparked an outrage amongst the fan base and obviously around the players too. Like, these are players that came here to represent the country and to play for Korea. So for them to be talked about that way, obviously it rubbed them the wrong way. So there's a bit of a hard feeling towards, I wouldn't say all, but certain group of Korean media here in Guadalajara right now.
Yeah, I think Sonny's like a legend, right? He's a legend there.
No question about it. So that makes it even more confusing for a lot of us, because it's very rare for somebody to talk about Sonny that way, especially of all players. And for that to happen, on the first day that they landed in Guadalajara to prepare for the World Cup, by a reporter who's been covering this team for over a decade, that really sends shockwaves across, the Korean football landscape.
Steve, do you think that this could have an impact on the field?
I've been at every training session since I've arrived, and that was the day after that whole incident happened. And to be honest, the atmosphere internally within the team, it looks to be as upbeat as I've honestly seen them for all my years of covering them. I almost feel like that little bit of an animosity that they might have against the local media, I think that might have actually helped to bring them together in a way. So, we'll see how they perform today, because that controversy has gotten only bigger going into this game. So, a lot of the questions will be answered tonight, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a great game. What a fixture. Mexico, South Korea. I mean, this is built up. One of the host nations. But this is a proper game. I can't wait for it. Steve, listen, mate, top man. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, guys.
All right, that was Asian football expert Steve Hahn there. Don't forget, following us. We'll be World Cup Game Day Live with Ben Fletcher, bringing you live coverage of that game, Mexico v South Korea. Up next, we're going to turn our attention to the back pages. Jack Cunningham's coming on.
We were just chatting off air about Terry Venables and Euro 96. You're getting Euro 96 vibes already.
Well, I'm getting England-Holland Euro 96 vibes, 100%, because, I was very fortunate enough to know Terry, as I'm sure you two did. And, I asked him about that game. We used to do a show together on Saturdays on the radio about football. And, he said, I just threw 7 forwards on. Everybody could play in attack. Even the sort of back four, we were very sort of front-footed thinking. And he said, don't worry about how many goals they're going to score. Just score more goals than them. And then you have them on the back foot and they can't get out of their own half anyway. Yeah. And you were there for England-Holland at Wembley Stadium. I was there when the scoreboard said England 4, Holland 0. I mean, they did score a goal, but we did see 4-0 for a while. And last night was very, very reminiscent of that, and they talk about total football. That was as close as we got. And, I'm fascinated by managers and what they say and what makes the difference between an Alex Ferguson and an Arsene Wenger and a Thomas Tuchel compared to the others. Ancelotti, I know you're a big fan of, and he's been on the show. Yeah. And it's great, isn't it, because Harry, the thing about Tuchel is he's just saying what he thinks, even right before the game. He's saying, well, we're going to do this because they're going to do that. And if they're watching, they know what he's going to do. But he's so organised in a way that's sort of, quite off-putting for the opposition, I would imagine. And then Harry Kane does a Thomas Tuchel after the match because he tells you exactly what Tuchel told them at half time, which was basically, lads, I thought we had a deal here. You're just gonna play like you don't care, like you're back in the playground, and in the first half you didn't do that, boys. We had an agreement. Can we just go out and do that? And they all went, oh yeah, we remember. And they just went out, and it was just a different game. And I was, as you can hear, I was very excited about it. We all were very excited about it. And this morning, there's this whole sense of relief and release, and now we're looking forward to next week and Tuesday, and it's like, it might be coming home.
Want the chance to win £26,000 tax-free cash to celebrate the 2026 FIFA World Cup? We're giving away the big bucks. Fund your summer and enter right now. Head to talksportwin.com to enter and for T's and C's. Yeah, you are listening to the World Cup Game Day Sports Bar, talkSPORT. Me, Jeremy Hire, Jason Cundy. We're going to go live to Boston as well. We're going to preview Scotland versus Morocco. Let's get an update in the Gulf, though. Lisa O'Sullivan has been watching the US Open for us.
John Rahm's just nailed a 60-foot putt to move within a shot of the lead on day one of the US Open. As the sun sinks lower in the sky, the Spaniard rolled his shot in on the 8th and moves to 2 under. Wyndham Clark is on 3 under after 10 holes, but the field is very much bunched up behind. No one has been able to move clear on the nearest thing you'd get to a links course in the States. Brilliant golf to watch. It is a real chess match on day one, but it's Wyndham Clark who's leading the way on 3 under.
OK, thanks, Lisa. Now it's time for this.
JC!
Yeah, back pages, Jack Cunningham. Right, Jack?
JC!
Good evening, lads. How doing? You just cooled down from the watch-along yesterday.
Oh,
boiling hot.
It was carnage in there, mate. Carnage it was. Great fun, though, I have to say.
No, it looked brilliant, to be fair.
Right, let's get into some of the back pages.
Happy days.
Where we go? Oh, yeah, Ben Stokes set to return for Trent Bridge. Back page of the Times.
Yeah, so Ben Stokes is looking like he is going to get a recall for the third test against New Zealand at Trent Bridge. Look, basically, the ECB are currently doing an investigation. There's another investigation going on as well. But overall, it seems as if Stokes just broke the curfew. Nothing actually happened while he was there. There was an incident that happened while he was out, but it doesn't involve Stokes, or it doesn't seem to. So essentially, it looks like they are going to bring back the captain. Joe Root happily stepped in for the second test, which is currently going on now. You can listen to that on talkSPORT's cricket YouTube channel tomorrow. But overall, Stokes is going to get the chance to finish the England career in the way that he wants to, by the looks of it. Now, initially, I was sort of like, if anything did happen, I feel like it is right for him to probably step down as captain. But if it is just breaking the curfew, it's the same thing that Harry Brook did. In fact, Harry Brook did a lot worse in November in New Zealand, where he punched by a bouncer. So that's the ODI captain. That's the next test captain. They were sort of quite lenient with him. It would seem a bit harsh and over the top to decide to get rid of Stokes when you've been lenient on Brook. And look, ultimately, he is such a brilliant player. He is a brilliant captain. He's got an excellent record, despite the fact England have blown it in the Ashes and blown against India as well. But he has actually got a very good record as Test captain, and he is ultimately one of the best cricket players we've ever had, and one of the best we've ever had anyway. So it would have been sad if it was going to end horribly. So it's a good chance for him to come back, and hopefully we can sort of put this behind him and there's no more of this. Because he had stopped drinking, actually. This is the first time he went out for a drink in about a year. And then in the end, it got a bit silly, I suppose. So, yeah.
Back page of the Times, Tuchel aims to deliver for fans in pubs.
Yeah, look, lads, when you were watching it, the second half performance was the best I've seen England in a long
Especially
time.
a major
I can't
tournament.
remember a major tournament. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, a major tournament. I can't remember England playing that well for a period of time in a major tournament. I think that if you think about Euro 2024, I don't think we played well at all. I think maybe against Iran, I suppose, again in Qatar 2022, but Iran are not at the same level of Croatia. Croatia were back-to-back World Cup semi-finalists. I appreciate that sides getting on, but they did actually play quite a lot of young new players.
They did.
Yeah, and in the first half, we were struggling badly. I mean, you were looking at Konsa having a nightmare, Stones having a nightmare, O'Reilly was struggling, Anderson and Bellingham weren't really getting hold of the game, and then whatever he said at half-time, which Kane and Rice have alluded to, was clearly an unbelievable team talk, and he changed it around. And it was just so intense. They couldn't live with us. The goalkeeper stopped it being about 9-2 in the end. Realistically, he was on fire. Zlavakovic.
Yeah.
And ultimately, you don't want to get ahead of yourself, right? You don't. But you've got to say, so far, if you look at the teams who played so far, France and England are the only ones who've shown that they can actually, we're struggling. We can turn it on at any moment. Because I think Argentina, they sort of controlled the whole game for the majority of the time, so they're a little bit different. But Brazil, Spain, Portugal, all big favourites going into the tournament, they really struggled. This was a performance that had power in it, energy in it, no amount of skill as well. And then bringing off the bench, you get Rodgers, Saka, and who's the other one?
Rashford, yeah,
coming off the bench. I mean, that is very, very good. And even Spence was really good when he came on as well, because he's rapid. And I was totally against Spence being in the team, to be brutally honest. I've got to be, but he is rapid.
No, he's looked all right,
Yeah, and I get what he's saying here, Tuchel, about this, the pubs thing. It is true. Fans absolutely love that. I really enjoyed that second half, because first half it did look like what.
Well, Jay and I enjoyed it in the Redwoods and the Sports Bar special.
Yeah, the Sports Bar special.
There's another Sports Bar special coming up.
Next
Tuesday we go again.
Tuesday we go again.
Did you see Ghana in Panama?
Yeah, well,
my
God, that was rotten.
It was rotten.
It was as bad as Cundy's hairline, that one.
Whoa!
Whoa, VR on that one.
Well, have a look.
What do you mean? Yeah, I've had a look. There are some. Yeah, it's coming.
There's encouraging signs.
The only problem is, though, mate, is there's a few signs.
Yeah.
There's not many signs.
Have a good look.
Oh.
They're coming in, mate.
I don't know if I'm convinced.
Encouraging signs.
They're coming back. Give it time. I told you. Got to give it time.
Cop I Yan after Vic Deal.
Diamonde, it looks like, first of all, they've had a bid rejected for him. I don't know if you saw him against Ivory Coast against Ecuador, but he was absolutely cooking Hincapie down that wing. It was every single time he got it.
For Leipzig.
Bosh, straight past it. Yeah. Oh, no, he's a brilliant. I think if you look at his season, it was 12 goals, 9 assists in the Bundesliga, I think. He's very, very young. He's very, very exciting. Looks like he might be the breakout star of the World Cup. You usually get a few. I mean, if I go back to 2014, James Rodriguez is the one that stands out immediately, and Diamonde looks like he could be that. Now PSG also interested. Then again, how on earth is PSG going to get him into the team when they've got Kvaratskhelia, Dembele, Doué, Barcola? You'd think one of them would have to leave. So it looks like Liverpool have got a chance. Now in terms of the Munoz deal, this has absolutely killed me, because Newcastle made it very, very clear that he was their number one target to replace Anthony Gordon, and essentially were briefing for a long, long time that, yeah, it's fine, he's agreed to join us, it's all good, confidence that the deal gets done. And then we'll finish the England game, I'm absolutely buzzing, and then Romano drops the here we go, Munoz to Liverpool, and I'm like, what is going on here? And the thing is, right, it's not necessarily about the player, because I don't know, I'm not going to pretend I know a lot about him. I saw he's clearly skillful, he's clearly fast, but it's the optics, again, of Newcastle losing out on a transfer. Again, like, this was all last summer. It happened all last summer. And now you've got Tonali potentially leaving, which I'm sure Jamie's interested in, because, Spurs coming in for him big time.
We'll have him off you, mate. We'll give you 50 mil for him.
Yeah. Shut up. But in terms of Tonali, the thing for Newcastle is, what needs to happen now is they need to make a first-team signing before Tonali goes, because I just think the negativity with the fans is just going to get more and more and more if you do lose Gordon, you do lose Tonali, and then it seems like they can't get a deal over the line if there's someone else involved. Incapable of doing it. So this is a bad start. I know we're just early in the transfer window. It's early days, but it's a bad start for Newcastle. Liverpool, meanwhile, I'm sure Munoz will be really good for them. Iraola managed to convince him, and if they get Diamonde, he might not even play. But
Yeah. Sorry, mate. Just wipe your tears there, pal.
Yeah, I know you're playing the get the violin out. Yeah, see what I mean,
Jack, what's the biggest stories on talkSPORT.com?
Yeah, so Tuchel again. Actually, did you see the clip of when he came out when he wanted to do the national anthem?
Yeah, the cameras.
And
it was ridiculous.
There was 50 cameras in
ridiculous.
his face, and he tried to move around them. He tried to do anything he could to watch his team sing the national anthem. And essentially, he complained about it after the game, rightly so, and FIFA have changed the rule for the cameras. So apparently now the coaches have to stand a little bit further at the side and the cameras are in the same position. But the side-on view of that is just a joke.
It was ridiculous.
I'd never. It was outrageous.
Yeah,
what's that about?
Yeah.
Get his face.
Honestly, I get he's the England manager, I understand that, but that is... they were about like a foot away.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
couldn't see anything.
It was horrible. He couldn't say anything.
To be fair to him, I watched it. He went to walk around.
He did.
But the national anthem started.
Yeah.
So out of respect, he thought, I can't walk away.
No.
So I've got now just stand here and miss out on that kind of that experience. And I make him right. And this is what I really like about Thomas Tuchel. He's very straight. He'll tell you what he thinks.
Yep.
And he was like, I'm not having that. What's
I
this?
agree.
It was ridiculous.
Honestly, he's such a good communicator.
Why do you need 50 cameramen?
No.
Taking a picture of the bench.
True.
Like, come on. Like, what is all that about? And it's like, it's just outrageous stuff. It really was. I couldn't believe it. I'm glad they've done something about it.
Yeah, it's true, yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad as well. But Tuchel's such a good communicator, though, isn't he? Like, I feel like he really gets his message across so well.
Yeah, he does.
And you do feel really confident in him.
We don't beat around the bush, does he? He just tells you straight. He just says what everyone's thinking.
Yeah, because he was fuming in the first half. You could see how annoyed he was in the first half, and then so good.
And he's a breath of fresh air.
Really good.
He is a breath of fresh air. Hopefully he can get it over the line for us. All right, Jack, top man, mate.
Lads, see you later. Have a great weekend, yeah?
All right, those are your back pages. Right, up next, we're going to be going live to Boston as we preview Scotland versus Morocco.
Simon, from Southgate to Tuchel, was this the front-footed difference that you have been wishing?
Oh, definitely. I mean, for a number of reasons, for the reasons that Brad's laid out in terms of the substitutions, from the manner in which this is rock and roll football. This is what we saw with Jurgen Klopp in the second half. Interesting that Tuchel needs to have a reinforcement at half-time, because you would have assumed that that conversation had happened before the game and that they were told to get on the front foot before the game. And England looked quite nervous when they started, and they weren't, for the first 5 or 10 minutes, I thought they weren't really at it. And you know, I think the performance in the second half, I was sitting next to Brad, and he was saying to me, and I think I'm right in quoting him, is that this is the best attacking formation or attacking performance that we've seen in the World Cup so far, in terms of the way that they put it upon the Croatians. Whatever we may have created in the media about how old this Croatian team is, Troy was saying off air that the average age of the Croatians is 28 and a half, whereas our team is 27. We've been walking around under the impression this is a dad's army, just because you've got Luka Modric. So they're not mugs. You know, I think we could have done better with the goals, but notwithstanding that, you know, whatever lessons we think we need to learn defensively, Tuchel will learn them and they'll make some adjustments. But offensively, if you look at that performance, that is as good as you want an England side to play. It's as good as an England side has played on the front foot for a very, very long time. And you look at it, and 4-2 flatters the Croatians to some extent, because England could have had 6 in the second half. So I think it's a great marker. It's a great start to the tournament. It's what the public will want to see. Tuchel is hiding his light behind a bushel, because I would imagine he was very strong in the dressing room at half-time to wake a few people up, because you saw it, they came out of the traps like men possessed. Yeah. You know, the perfect cure to a goal just before half-time is a goal directly after half-time. And that's exactly what England got.
I also thought as well, sorry, I know you got to go to break. No problem. But you know, now you see so many managers say buzzwords, and he's talking about being aggressive, being on the front foot. He actually means it, doesn't he? You get that sense of, when he say we're on the front foot and be brave, if we make this mistake, it's on me, it's not on you, lads. So I think when a manager's that aggressive in what he says and believes it, it's easier for the players there, because you know, ultimately, if we fail, we've all failed, and he's not going to throw me under the bus.
The 1982 World Cup gave us maybe the biggest redemption story in football. But to truly appreciate the rise of Paolo Rossi, we also have to understand his fall. 4 years earlier, in 1978, a 21-year-old Rossi was the next big thing in Italian football. His poacher's instinct in front of goal earned him a reputation, and he was constantly surrounded. Despite that, Rossi scored 3 goals as Italy secured a 4th-place finish. Then, in 1980, Italy was rocked by one of the most famous match-fixing scandals in football history, Toto Nero. It started when a market trader in Rome approached a restaurant owner whose venue was popular with professional footballers. The plan was simple: run an illegal betting operation where the public placed bets, not knowing that the players who ate at the restaurant were getting a cut to deliver certain results. The house and the players would always win. And it was all being run out of a Roman eatery. When a whistleblower went to the police, though, Rossi was suspended from football for 3 years. He consistently denied being involved and eventually had his ban reduced to 2 years. That allowed him to join Juventus for the final 3 games of the 82 season and win Serie A. And in those 3 games, Italy manager Enzo Bezzo saw a spark. Rossi was included in the World Cup squad and then the starting 11. In the groups, he did nothing. No goals, no assists, and the Italian public was begging for him to be dropped. Bear in mind, he'd played the likes of Peru and Cameroon and OK, Argentina. By the way, spot the very young Diego Maradona. Then, out of nowhere, he got a hat-trick against Brazil, another 2 in the semi-finals, and the opener in the final. Not only did he lift the trophy, he won the Golden Boot and the Golden Ball. It was maybe the biggest one-tournament turnaround the World Cup has ever seen. The whole story is so gloriously Italian, and considering he never played in a World Cup ever again, maybe it's one of football's greatest fairy tales.
Yeah, good evening and welcome to the World Cup Game Day Sports Bar. If you're just joining us, I'm Jamie Hire and Jason Cundy's alongside me. Reminder, we have a brand new Sports Bar podcast available now featuring all of the best bits from the show. Still to come, we're going to debut a new World Cup feature on a Sports Bar. It's called the Sports Bar's Clown of the Week, featuring heavily Jason Cundy.
Oh, that's harsh, mate.
We'll also have the rest of talkSPORT. We're going to be joined in the studio by Jack for a bit of a World Cup quiz as well. But first, we are joined by talkSPORT Scotland football correspondent Shaban Ahern, live from Boston. All right, Shaban?
All right, Shaban.
They were a good team, but...
Oh, Jamie, Jason, it's the perfect time to see you because we're in the sports bar hiding from the piddling rain. We've had all the seasons in one day here in Boston. Everybody's now indoors. I'm going to try and get you a little chant just to make it sound Scotland heavy. Where's my guy gone? No Scotland, no party. No Scotland, no party. No Scotland, no party. Literally, it's all you need to do, and then everyone gets up for the crack. It's the best place in the world. I'm not leaving Boston.
Yeah, Shaban, everyone's been going on about the old Scotland fans. We got the best fans, we got this, we got that. Looks a bit quiet there, Shaban. Looks a bit quiet.
Yeah, it took a bit of time, that.
Yeah, I wasn't happy with that, mate. Did you not see the pubs in England?
They're chanting at you lot to... They're chanting about you lot to stick your talkSPORT up your backside, but that's because they know that you're wearing a Morocco shirt now.
Well, Shaban, the
Jason,
Cundys...
so I hope that language doesn't go out on air.
No.
Oh!
Leave it.
That's so true. Do you hear that, Jason?
Oh, Shaban, it's a compliment. I take it as a compliment, Shaban. Louder.
You should. It's a term of endearment. It really is, Jason.
Yeah.
It could always be worse.
Indeed. Shaban, a big game again. Listen, that win against Haiti, obviously it had to happen. I still feel as though that a few more goals could have been scored. Is there a fear? Because I spoke to a Scottish friend of mine. He messaged me saying he fears that there are not enough goals have been scored, and Morocco and Brazil win both games, and you go into the third place on negative goal difference with 3 points. All right.
Yes, I mean, we can't have that, can we, Jason? I mean, we need to hope that we can score a few goals. I mean, don't get me wrong, I thought that was our opportunity to get goals in this competition was against Haiti. But actually the job from the team was to get the win. They weren't thinking about how many goals they were going to score. They wanted the win and they got that done. So fingers crossed in the next game against Morocco, maybe we'll find our shooting boots. Yep. But I think we're the only team now of the whole group stage in the first round to win a game and keep a clean sheet. So, you know, that's
don't get extra points for that, Shaban.
That's true. But listen, we got 3 points.
Yeah.
And you know what? It wasn't the best performance ever, but it was a win, and we've not had that at the World Cup since 1990. So that is a big that is a big focus for Scotland.
Yeah, well done. Come back, open top brass.
Shaban, listen, are there any injury concerns going into this game?
No, I think we're all fine because Scott McKenna was back in training today with us. He's had this calf niggle, Jamie, for quite some time. So since we arrived here in Charlotte, he's been training on his own. He came back in to train with the squad a couple of days ago in Charlotte, and then he was missing yesterday but back with the squad today. So fingers crossed he's available. Even though Grant Hanley is a good option, he was solid against Haiti, and Steve Clarke absolutely loves Grant Hanley, but Scott McKenna I think is a really good option for us to have if he is to play maybe 3 centre-backs.
Shaban, do you expect Clarkey to go far more defensive in this game? Because like the point I was making there, you know, a point gets you through, okay? But also goal difference could be a massive factor here. And Morocco are a good side. We saw that against Brazil. They caused problems, they create chances. And just wondering if Clarkey's mindset, because he is quite a pragmatist, do you expect him to go 3 at the back?
I do. I expect to see that change, Jason. And there was something about his demeanour today, bearing in mind that he's been charming with the press. And usually, you'll know him better than me, Jason. He's quite a dry guy, and you know, he's not up for the crack all the time. Let's just say it like that. A dour Scot, some might say. Whereas this tournament, he's been up chatting away to everybody, hitting jokes in press conferences. He's just been very, very different. Whereas today, I felt in the press conference he was kind of Steve Clarke of old, which makes me think, is he looking at maybe just banking up a little bit more? Will it be a bit more of a negative performance instead of playing 2 up the top, what we saw in the last game?
Shaban, how are you finding it out there? You enjoying yourself?
Shaban's having a ball. Look at her. She's having an absolute ball.
Yeah,
She's on her jollies.
I wish I had bad news. I wish I had bad news. And do you know what? I feel like a proud mum with the Scotland fans. I know it's cheesy, and I know you lot don't care, but they're just brilliant. I mean, we've been outside all day today talking to Scotland fans and interviewing for people for talkSPORT, and everyone's just brilliant. And talkSPORT is massive. Jason, lots of people asking for you out here for all the obvious reasons.
Yeah, I bet they are.
And Jamie, a lot of love for you as well. No, it is. It genuinely is. There's so much love for the sports bar out here, even though you're always at the wind-up. They love you, really. So you can wear your Morocco shirt all you like. I know you have your Brazil one on next week. Literally nobody cares. It's just banter.
Shaban, enjoy yourself.
Take care, Shaban.
Stay safe.
Bye, guys.
Bye,
Love
bye.
you. Hope you clip that one up in that chant. We'll go for
I'm
miles.
sending you a
Bye.
message right now, Shaban, all right?
Can send you a picture of the Moroccan shirt.
No. I'm just going to send you.
Delete my number. You're blocked, pal.
Shabana Hearn there, talkSPORT's Scotland correspondent. Listen, they do love us, mate. They do.
They do, mate. They do. It's
good chant, that though. It's good chant.
What was it? I repeat. I misheard
Jason
it.
Cundy is a
Go on.
I don't know what the other word was.
No, I misheard it. Go on.
Couldn't
Be brave.
quite hear. It was.
Go on. Be brave enough. Go on.
It rhymed with banker.
Tanker.
Yeah, something like that.
Tanker.
Yeah, so no, I don't know what
I'll
it was.
take tanker.
Yeah, it was interesting.
I'll take. They've been called worse.
Look, just on Scotland, obviously we're talking to Shaban, but it is a massive game for them.
Yeah, it is.
If they can nick a point, they're through.
I think Scotland will get a point somewhere over Morocco or Brazil. I think they get beat by Morocco. I think they might get a point against Brazil. I know that sounds mad. I know
it's pretty mad.
It sounds mad, but I think that's where it's going to go.
Yeah, they're no mugs, Scotland, are they?
No, listen, this is as good a Scottish squad that they've had in a long time. Their midfield in particular. I think Morocco will have too much for them, mate. They need a win. They want to make sure this is a better side than we saw against Brazil. Over that 90 minutes, they were the better side. And there's a young, exciting team. They're the best side out of Africa. I think this will be a tough game for Scotland, but over the two games, I think they'll find a point from somewhere.
If Scotland get to the quarterfinals, I think we should go and do, a show up in Scotland, Glasgow. What do you reckon?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah?
Yeah, I need bodyguards, but... Depends who they play. I'll find a shirt.
You imagine
Find a shirt.
Yeah.
When can England meet Scotland?
Can we meet Scotland?
I mean, we'll meet them at some stage, right? I don't know when. Depends where we finish, where they finish. But, maybe do an OB up there.
Did you imagine?
Yeah, we do it up there. Do it in Edinburgh. Glasgow. No.
No, I don't know, mate.
No. We have to be in a cage.
So, the game against Morocco, you think they get beat?
Yeah.
They're going to get beat?
Yeah, I think they get beat. I think Morocco there.
You going to watch it?
Yeah, of course I will. I've got my Moroccan shirt.
Where's the other one? What have you done with that one?
I couldn't fit into that.
Where's your shirt? I just went outside and looked at your shirt. There's no stains on it.
No. They cleaned it. I gave it to the guys that went downstairs. They said, "Don't worry about that. I'll clean the shirt."
Right. Okay.
They cleaned it for me.
Doesn't feel like you. I feel like you're talking absolute guff, mate. I'm going to be honest.
You saw me. Burnt chest.
Burnt chest.
Burnt chest, mate. Honestly, I'm all right now, though. Listen, it's the only shirt they had, the Moroccan shirt.
No Scotland, no party.
Apparently.
Fans are out there.
I mean, the last World Cup.
Mate, I think our England fans are unbelievable, though. I have to say, yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, everywhere that I looked, and we talk about the Premier League, and we got the Premier League rivalry with Tottenham and Arsenal, Man United, Liverpool, and all that. But I tell you what, when England play, mate, this country does come together.
When the sun's out, when the sun comes out, and there's a World Cup, the energy in London,
it's unreal.
It is unreal, and I'm guessing the same is up in Scotland, right? They have sunshine up in Scotland.
I think sometimes,
well,
right? Maybe 10.
But the energy you get. I mean, I don't know whether Rangers and Celtic and all those fans can get on. Do you know what I mean? When Scotland play, I think division.
Do you think they get on? They must be able to get on.
I don't know if they do, mate.
I get on with Arsenal fans when England are playing.
When
Declan Rice was putting whipping balls in the box yesterday, I was like, "Oh, God, this is great."
No, he's my boy.
Yeah, he's my boy. Up the set pieces.
Yeah. Kane, my boy.
Yeah. I mean, I was all over these set pieces yesterday. Rice is putting in a mixer.
Surely, Scott, when John McGinn, I know John McGinn plays for Villa, right? But when he scored, there must be Scottish fans that support Birmingham that must have celebrated that.
Yeah.
Right? Come on, let it be.
I just think that. Listen. I love obviously watching Tottenham and all that and getting into it, and you know they've got the big games. But for me, it's there's been an incident.
What's happened here?
I don't know. There's been a big incident.
Oh no, what's happened here?
In the Canada game and the Qatar game.
Oh no, something's happened here. I missed that.
It doesn't look great. Maybe we can get an update on that. We'll go to a break and maybe we can come back and because that looks quite a serious incident. 03 717 22 3344 if you want to get some calls in over the next bit. But it looks like
something's happened here badly. And oh no,
we'll get an update and come back to you.
Neil, yesterday we had another French legend in the studio in Emmanuel Petit, and I asked him, no, in fact, I didn't even ask him, he just offered it to us. He said that he thinks Mbappe is more important than Henry was to France. Who do you put above the other on that list? Who's a better player? Who's more important?
I think Mbappe is the main man. He's the guy for France, and actually he's had some tough time at Madrid this season, but with France. He's always there and he's always playing well. And I think when you look at the stats, he's got already like 14 World Cup goals, yes. 58 goals for France. So he's the top scorer of all time. I've backed him from the start, and I believe he's got a big desire to prove like all the people wrong after his tough season, I'd say, at Madrid.
I remember as a kid growing up watching France, you had the great Michel Platini playing, who I think is possibly the best French player of all time. Is that how you guys see it over in France? Who is number one on your list?
It's hard to say because I feel like most of the time great players are being recognized more when they retire. And I think that's kind of what happened with Mbappe when, you know, he was playing for Paris. Like he was criticized a lot, but then we left him, and you know that the League One in France is not the same with or without Mbappe, and I think that will happen to him. And I believe we've never had a player coming from very young age, like doing the things that he's done already. He's one of the World Cup. He's scored so many goals. And so I think he will be number one on the.
Yeah, you're listening to the Game Day World Cup Sports Bar with me, Jamie Hara and Jason Cundy. Let's get an update on that Canada v Qatar game now with Burger King.
Game Day live update on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Burger King Burger Buddies. Total tournament satisfaction. Delivered by the experts. Order now on the BK app.
Yeah, let's head straight over to talkSPORT 2 for commentary on that incident that we're just seeing, Canada v Qatar. Commentators Adam Bridge and Stephen Colker.
The Qataris as well with a hand on their heads there. There's no replay of it yet, but we've got an idea of what it looks like.
Welcome, listeners, from talkSPORT, where it's Canada 3, Qatar 0. But the news here is that Qatar are down to 9 men. Terrible injury. He's at least sat up, we can say. Ismaila Kone has been excellent in the first game, excellent again tonight for Canada. But it looks like a really serious leg injury. A challenge from Asim Madibo that looked fairly innocuous at the time. Madibo has been shown a yellow card. He was shown a yellow originally, but VAR intervened. There's much distress on the field of play. Not only the players from Canada, of course, having lost one of their teammates in such dreadful circumstances, but also Asim Madiba, the Qatari, who's been sent off. He's very emotional as well, Stephen Corker, and you've been, a player for so long as well. Kone is waving, but his left leg, as he's taking some oxygen as well, is all strapped up as he's taken off the field of play in Vancouver. You've been in this scenario when teammates have suffered those kind of injuries. What effect can it have on the rest of you as well?
Well, you can see the effect it's got on Jonathan David there. He's in tears. His teammate there is in tears. He's having to wipe his eyes. There's almost a shock amongst the Canadians, and the Qataris as well, feel that this was a bad moment. I think, you can see that. And it's a really uncomfortable watch. They've not shown any replays, which kind of gives you the idea of how bad the challenge actually was. But the positive sign is, as you mentioned, he is sitting up, taking oxygen as he's being stretched off.
Nathan Saliba is the player that's going to come on to replace him. We've had a stoppage now of about 5 or 6 minutes in Vancouver. So Canada still in charge of the game. Qatar are now down to 9 men. We've got over half an hour to play here. Canada leading 3-0. If they can score 4 or more goals, then that will put them in pole position to just get a draw against Switzerland on the final day and qualify for the round of 32. But with just over half an hour to play here, it's Canada 3, the 9 men of Qatar 0.
OK, yeah, that was a score update, all thanks to Burger King.
Game Day Live Update on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Burger King Burger Buddies. Iconic winners delivered in the box every time. Order now on the BK app.
Yeah, Jace, obviously we haven't seen the replay, but he broke his leg.
It looks, we've not seen that. The most
I've
amazing.
Just seen a social media clip. Yeah,
have you seen it?
Yeah, he's broke his leg. Yeah, it's bad. Yeah.
Well, the distress that both teams showed, and also the guy that made the challenge. I've not seen the challenge you have. The initial challenge was given a yellow card, and then it's upgraded to a red. Both sets of players were visibly distressed. I said to you when he received the yellow, the guy that made the challenge, the Canadian boy. The Qatari boy, I said you've got to take him off anyway because there's no way he can play.
No, yeah, well, ended up getting sent off. But fair play to Ismail Kone. As he was going off,
he's waving.
He was waving like he was okay.
He's sitting up and waving, and he's taking oxygen in. My career was ended by. Whenever I see an injury like that, my first thoughts are let's hope that he can recover and still have a career in the game.
Yeah. I'm gutting for him because Canada have been absolutely fantastic in this game. They look like they're a team that they can actually go and do something in it. So
maybe
lost one of their main bows.
Yeah. It's distressing.
All right, well, prayers out to him. Hopefully he'll come back from it. But that game is 3-0 now, and Qatar down to 9 men. Let's get an update in the golf. Lisa O'Sullivan is watching the US Open for the US.
And there's going to be frustration for some of these late starters because the conditions on the course are giving birdie opportunities left, right and centre. Unfortunately, the sun is going down and we've got around an hour's daylight left. So some of these players will have to come back tomorrow to finish their first round. There's 2 players at the top of the leaderboard as it stands. Dustin Johnson and Wyndham Clark are 3 under, but Matt Fitzpatrick of England has moved to 2 under after on day 1 he has played 13 holes, and John Rahm is still the one who is pushing. He looks like the one who could score more if the daylight holds and he can get a quick round in, but it's going to be a disappointment. They're going to have to come back and finish this first round tomorrow. Clark and Johnson lead the way on 3 under.
OK, thanks, Lisa. We're going to take a quick break.
Donald Trump has been given license to join the World Cup winners in their trophy lift, just as he did, as you remember, at the Club World Cup. The US president has already been told by FIFA, we want you, President Trump, to hand over the trophy to the eventual champions. I mean, I wonder, what does that look like as far as you're concerned? Is it right and proper that Trump, of all people, should be right in the middle of it all come the trophy lift?
I think it would be hugely popular if England were to win the trophy, if Trump wrestled the World Cup off Harry Kane and began to do a little conga. I think everyone in Britain would share my view that would be absolutely magnificent. No, I think it's got the potential to be quite embarrassing, but I think that Trump is quite savvy about the reaction to what happened with the World Club Championship. If he's not, his son Barron is, because his son Barron loves football, loves our football. He's actually an Arsenal fan. And I think he will probably have a quiet word with the old man and say, look, Dad, it should you get the trophy anywhere near you, don't try and grab it.
Well, as you know, Simon, who's right beside me here, always says politicians should stay out of football. So, Simon, why should they make an exception for the president?
Because you have to manage this man. Whether you disagree with his principles or you agree with them, it's kind of irrelevant. In my ideal world, would have politicians nowhere near sports. So when the German politicians yesterday were saying they weren't going to come because they disagree with certain aspects of Trump's outlook, I said, hallelujah, more of that. The situation with Trump has a relatively unique feel about it because Trump is such an omnipotent character that it does add to the argument. But if I had my ideal world, I would be saying Trump nowhere near it. In terms of being on the pitch, dealing with the trophy, that's someone else's responsibility, and it steers into the narrative that I always underpin my arguments with. Keep these politicians away from leveraging sports, whoever it may be. So I can't have it both ways. I can't say, well, you know, I've got no problem with Trump, full stop. I recognise the fact that he's probably the most powerful man in the world, and he is, to some extent, omnipotent in whatever he does. But, you know, I don't want politicians near sport.
You are listening to the World Cup Game Day Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie Hara, and Jason Cundy. The rest of talkSPORT is now. Yeah, rest of talkSPORT. We're going to run you through the highlight moments from across the station. Let's kick things off with Drive yesterday. Jeff Stone, Gabby Agbonlahor and Carl Walker. They got fans to weigh on who is faster between Gabby and Carl. And you might be surprised who they went with.
Well, we had Kyle on loan for us for many years ago, and he was quick, but Gabby was quicker.
And there you go. It might be a little bit unfair because Gabby Agbonlahor is in that building behind me, but it seems that Gabby's got the vote.
Right, the rest of the world. He actually spoke to about 100 people that were there, but we only decided to show 3. Okay,
I clipped that up for them. Yeah. Do you know what though? When I think about Kyle, when I go back to that game, Kyle, of like I think it might be Germany at Wembley, and you was right side of the 3, but like.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we lost him. He's going to say he's rapid.
Carl Walker is the best right back this country's ever seen.
I agree.
And the next one after that is probably Gary Neville, maybe. I don't in my lifetime.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Gabby was quick.
He was quick.
I'm having Carl Walker, mate. I'm having Carl.
Carl was rapid.
Mate, and do you know what? He's still rapid. He is still rapid.
Yeah, I know.
He is still, and it's one of those. I've seen Carl Walker play in many times for the City, where they think they got the legs on him, and you can see he knows they don't. And you know that extra bit of pace that they've got, like afterburners. Kyle Walker's he's one of the quickest fullbacks I've ever seen.
Yeah, no.
So I'm going for Kyle Walker.
I would go with Kyle Walker. Prime O'Hara or Prime Cundy?
Oh, mate, I was quick, by the way.
You was quick?
I was quick. But I was really quick.
You was quick chasing your touch?
No, quick, mate. You ain't getting past me, son.
I reckon I could. I'd twist you up, mate.
Yeah, you know what I'd do? Go right through you.
No, yeah, you can't do that anymore. I would twist you up, mate.
I'll take a yellow.
I'll double step over, tip tap, boom. See you later, Cundy.
Yeah, mate, I'm telling you now, you ain't beating my pace. If there's grass in behind me, you ain't beating me. You have to pass it.
Was you quick? How quick was you?
Mate, I was rapid.
Was you?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was rapid.
What was your best attribute?
Quickness.
Shelling it.
Get in there first, and then stick it in row Z. Mate, I've told you, never seen this.
What animal could you out sprint?
Oh, I mean, cow?
Cow? They don't go quick.
I think cows are quite quick.
How fast is a cow?
I think cows are quite quick, you know.
You reckon?
I think they are.
Don't know, mate.
I think they're quicker than you think.
No, I think...
Because there's a lot of bulk.
I reckon
Okay, how fast can a cow run? I'll ask my mate.
12 mile an hour.
12 miles an hour?
I don't think a cow's quick, mate.
Okay, right.
I'm not having a cow's quick.
Okay,
No,
how quick can a cow run?
Okay, what we got?
Yes, cows can run, especially in short bursts.
I know they can run.
Yeah, how quick are they?
How quick is a cow?
Honestly, this is... Your mate never talks to your mate. Just type it in your phone. It does my head in.
25 miles an hour.
What? Are you
Jay.
What? A cow does 25. It does speed camera in London. The camera would go off. It's getting flashed. Getting flashed in a 20. I'm not having a cow can do 25 miles an hour. I'm not having that, mate.
Jay.
No, they got an average speed of 15 to 17
Yeah,
miles
but if
an
a
hour.
lion's chasing it, it's 25.
No. 25! That's an elite cow, that is, mate. That cow, that's like the Frankel of cows. I'm not having that. No.
Oh,
25!
Don't argue. They are built for short bursts, though.
Yeah.
There's nowhere cow is built for short bursts.
I'm outrunning a cow, mate.
You're not, mate. You're not.
I'm telling you, I jumped over a cow's field once, and they eyed me up.
Yeah.
And they started coming for me. You know, I was gone. I was gone, mate. That cow was not catching me.
Yeah, but you obviously had a yardage on them.
Yeah, but I didn't gain any yardage. I was over the fence
Built
before
for
they
short
could get
bursts of energy rather than long distance of endurance.
to me. Nah, I'm not having it.
And can easily outpace the average human. Jogging speed.
No.
25 miles an hour, mate.
25 mile an hour? Imagine seeing a cow doing 25 mile an hour. Come on, you'd be like...
Yeah, what's happening there?
Oh, John.
By the way, when does a cow ever need to run that fast? When does it ever... They don't need to run that fast, do they?
No.
In what scenario would a cow have to go, right, I have to sprint?
God, there's no time there's a cow. There's no time a cow needs to do that sort of distance, that sort of pace.
You don't, is it?
No, it's not. Where's it running?
Unless there's a lion in there, mate.
There ain't no lion after a cow. I'm not having it.
I don't know what to say. Okay, let's stick with drive now. Earlier in the week, Benty and Romigen has interrupted chief footy correspondent Crookie's lunch. Now, I can guarantee you he wasn't having a salad.
Crookie, just lift up for me, please. Because how big is that steak ribs that you got in front of you?
I feel like we're interrupting, Alex. I feel like you're sort of in the middle. You're in the middle of your dinner, and we've just interrupted you. It looks beautiful.
You have rudely interrupted me, that is true. I mean, this is absolutely incredible. They've shown us the smokers, they've shown us how they were cooking all this wonderful food. We got a bit of jalapeno sausage there, we got the world-famous beef brisket, and listen, I'm polite, I'm going to have to finish it.
By the way, bet that cow should run at 25 miles an hour. Wouldn't be on Crookie's plate.
I tell you what, though, have you been to America?
No, I've been to America.
The old steaks out there, mate, are bang on.
Yeah, but they make them feel like the Americans' mouths, don't they?
Yeah, when you go out and you ask for a steak, you get a proper steak.
Yeah, but
you ain't no filet mignon out there, mate. 200 grand.
No, but they just pile
you
it
get
off
an
the
$8.50 ribeye.
I know, but why do they do that? Why do they do that?
They do that because you get what you pay for.
No, but come on, mate. No one eats that.
What do you mean? I've been to a Golden Corral. Oh, the old Golden Corrals in America, mate. Go in buffet.
What is it?
Well, it's like a buffet. You go in, sit down, steak, buffet.
What you just...
All you can eat.
I know, but that...
And you go up, mate, and the steaks are like the size of a plate.
You can't eat that.
Oh, you can.
Oh, can you?
Oh, yeah, you can.
I don't know, mate.
I can.
The Americans make food. They got such big mouths, haven't they?
What do you mean?
Well, that's why they make food for their own mouths. We make food. Do you know what I mean? You don't need a steak that.
American steak is bang on.
No, okay, fine. Don't need it that big. I'll have that argument all day long, mate. You do not need it that big.
Why not?
Because he's not eating all that. I
can put a kilo of steak away. No problem.
Can't put a kilo.
Mate, I'll order a tomahawk to myself. I've got no problem.
Okay, that there. Could you eat that? What Crookie just showed us?
I'll dust that off, no problem. Especially after a night out.
I actually believe you.
What you got here? Oh yeah, your steak, medium rare.
Medium rare, mate.
Yeah, cool.
It's the only way to have steak. I think.
Anyone who has a well done steak, delete my number.
No. Have you ever had it blue?
In France, I have. Yeah.
Right. No. I've had it blue once, mate.
Yeah, it was it was still mooing.
Never going back.
It was still running at 25. I was trying to catch it with my fork.
You were eating it while it was running. Jay, come on, mate.
Oh, dear me. Let's finish with White and Jordan, who are out in New York for the World Cup. They seem to struggle getting into the studio after the Knicks fans swarmed the streets. Have a listen.
Having forced my way through the crowd. But we got here. Interestingly, 82 times capped for the USA, Brad Friedel has not made it. And he is somewhat frustrated and out there still trying to get to Simon, to Troy and myself. How the heck did you make it? You just wandered through saying, I'm Simon Jordan.
Well, on your front, there's a variety of reasons you should be stopped. One for over-celebrating Scotland, two for wearing that bloody awful shirt.
Yeah, he's not far wrong there, Simon, to be fair. Don't know if there's a bit of gym attire, that, the old short-sleeve shirt.
It's all right, mate. Have we looked all right? No, haven't it?
It's not his best look. But then look at the state of us. I mean, you got a Morocco shirt on.
I know, because I spilled coffee on the other one, mate.
Yeah, all right, mate, all right. Yeah, did you see that? The old celebrations, mate. It's hard getting about.
I didn't see it, but I listened to that this morning, and Jim struggled. He nearly got arrested, you know, Jim.
Yeah.
NYPD nearly stuck him in some cuffs, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was the first
That's
time
not a good look, is it? Go out there for
Knicks,
talkSPORT.
though, won the championship.
I don't care. You can't get arrested. Yeah, Jim, you can't do that.
Who's got better dress sense, Jim or Simon?
Oh, Simon's like that. He's quite suave, isn't he, Simon? He's got this image he's got to
adhere to.
Yeah.
I think Simon, when he's at home, he just puts on a pair of pyjamas.
Yeah, of course he does.
You reckon?
Everyone does. I reckon Simon's got a onesie.
Do you reckon Simon's got
Yeah,
one?
of course he does.
Well, like a pink one.
Yeah, I've got a pink one.
What do you mean?
I've got a pink onesie.
Why have you got a pink onesie?
Someone bought it for me. My sister. She bought it for me. And do you know what? I love it. I love it, mate. Doesn't care. Who cares what colour it is when you're at home?
Well, you don't want to. Well,
no one's going to see you.
Well, your wife does.
She loves it.
She loves you in a pink onesie.
Let me tell you, mate. Tell you, mate. When I put that on, mate, things happen. Yeah. Things happen. I do bits.
I hate onesies. I cannot stand a onesie.
It's another goal.
I hate onesie. Oh, it's an own goal, yeah, Qatar.
What's going on here, mate?
They're having a bit of a stinker.
They've fallen apart, Qatar.
Yeah, they're down to 9 men. They're fine.
I know, but he's shelled it in his own net.
There's Cundy!
It's come off his shin pad, mate.
There's Cundy, that. Yeah. Mate, onesies, I'm not having them.
Mate, onesies are great.
I'm not having a onesie.
I don't care.
No man should own a onesie.
I don't care what you think. I'm in my own house. It hasn't got to match you. I love a onesie.
No, mate.
Oh, they're so good. Stick them on, zip up.
No.
Put me
the heating on.
Oh. No, I've got a short sleeve and got a little mini onesie.
What?
Got a mini onesie.
What do you mean? We've got shorts.
Yeah.
It's a onesie, but it's shorts.
Yeah. I'll take a photograph and
Hold on a minute. Hold on. So you put this onesie on.
Yeah.
And you zip it up.
Yeah.
And it's short sleeve.
Yeah.
And short.
Yeah. I cut it down.
What do you mean you cut it down?
I cut the sleeves off, cut the legs off.
There's something wrong with you.
What do you mean?
You just wear a pair of shorts and a t-shirt.
Oh, it's so good, no, mate.
No, it's not good.
It's like a little mini baby grow.
It's like, no, mate, no.
I love it.
No, Jace.
Jace, when the lucky Mr. C, when I put that on, bits happen, Jay.
No, there's something wrong with you. There is something wrong with you. You can't cut down a onesie.
I did. I cut down a onesie. I don't understand why you don't get it.
It's like you're putting on like a baby grow.
That's what I mean. Yeah, baby grow. Yeah, a summer baby grow. Love it. It's brilliant. It's thin as well.
There's something up for you, mate. There really is. You need to be studied. You do. Someone needs to study.
I actually did cut the arms and legs off. I did. It's great.
Jeez, all right. And remember, you can find all our shows on the talkSPORT app. You can swipe between talkSPORT, talkSPORT 2, all our other sister stations. You never miss a moment. Right, up next, Jack's going to come into the studio for a bit of a World Cup quiz. You're listening to the World Cup Sports Bar on talkSPORT, brought to you by Burger King Burger Buddies. Total tournament satisfaction delivered by the experts. Order now on the BK app.
I'd give it a solid 7 out of 10. We had a nervy 5-10 minutes opening, and a bit of a nervy first half and stuff. I think we need to communicate a bit more with the back four, between the back four and the midfield.
Yeah.
But I could see the high press, and I like the way Pickford was like, acting as a little bit of a sweeper and sucking their players in so we could create some gaps in the midfield. I think the only way, and second half, I think we were superb, but I think the only way we're going to win this World Cup is there's two things. Firstly, obviously, keeping Kane fit.
Mm-hmm.
That's absolutely imperative. And the second thing is we will win most of our games from the 70th minute onwards with the attacking players we have on the bench.
Yeah.
It's almost like an embarrassment of riches. Attacking, exciting players. I like the way he just made 3 changes.
Yeah,
and they were positive changes. But
he brought on. When you're bringing on, he brought on Morgan Rogers, Saka, and Rashford. I mean, when that Croatia must have been thinking, oh, here we go. I mean, and other teams watching that going, God, you know what? They have got a lot of good players, and they come on. And not only that, are they athletes. I thought Jed Spence was fantastic when he come on as well. Yeah. Quick, athletic, good 1v1, driving forward. And, look, as the tournament goes on, we're going to be playing in different climates. It's going to be hot. What I saw in the last 20 minutes, we look good.
The only thing I'll say on that is that Croatia were chasing the game. And if we're losing 1-0 and those subs you just mentioned come on, very different scenario. Very different setup, very different.
Still top players, though.
Of course, no, I totally agree with that. But Croatia had to come on to us, and our fourth goal. You look at how they were exposed at the back.
Yeah, they were.
If Croatia are 2-1 up, that goal does not get conceded. So but yes, he's made a good point.
Yeah, you are listening to the World Cup Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie Haaaaas, and Jason Cundy. Time now for a score update with Burger King.
Game Day live update on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Burger King Burger Buddies. Total tournament satisfaction delivered by the experts. Order now on the BK app.
Yeah, host nations Canada are 5-0 up against Qatar. They've gone down to 9 men. So big performance for Canada. That game is on talkSPORT 2 if you want to catch the last 10 minutes of it. That was a score update. All thanks to Burger King.
Game Day live update on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Burger King Burger Buddies. Iconic winners delivered in the box every time. Order now on the BK app.
Right, let's get an update in the golf. Lisa O'Sullivan has been watching the US Open for talkSPORT.
Yeah, and 2 shots clear at the top now, Dustin Johnson and Wyndham Clark, as we see the sun setting on the horizon. at Shinnecock Hills on Long Island in New York. It's not going to be a completed round. I think by the end of the day, there's still going to be players that will have to come back and finish on day 2. But Dustin Johnson and Wyndham Clark lead the way from Matt Fitzpatrick, who won this title in 2022, who is 2 shots back, 2 under after 13 holes.
Okay, thanks, Lisa. Now, before the break, we was obviously talking animals, and you started talking to me about you got a chicken story.
So there's a chicken in America called Mike, and he survived and lived for 18 months without a head.
What do you mean?
Right, so at a farm, they went, this is a long time ago, this is back in the 40s, where they was about to kill Mike, and as they went to chop his head off, they missed a bit of his head that kept his body alive. So his beak went, his eyes went, everything went, his ears, everything. But the part of the brain which kept him alive was still intact, and he ran off. He ran round. The headless chicken, when they keep running around like a headless chicken.
Yeah.
He done this, but then he stopped running, and he kept walking, and people were going, "What's going on?" Headless chicken. He's actually walking. He lived for 18 months. Unfortunately, he did die eventually.
Right.
They missed the jugular vein, leaving one ear intact, and the brainstem, which keeps the chicken alive. Because the axe strike speared his brainstem in the jugular vein, Mike retained the fundamental biological functions necessary to stay alive.
How do you eat?
Okay, George. This is, okay,
You're
right.
going to show me a picture?
Well, there he is. There he is. He's got no head, obviously.
What? That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
How does he eat?
Right, okay. Okay, you ready for this one? I'm going to ask my mate again. Don't get angry, right?
Oh, here we go.
No.
You and this AI.
The chicken that lived without a head. Right, okay, listen to this, right?
Mike the headless chicken lived for 18 months after an axe missed his jugular vein, leaving his brainstem intact. The brainstem controls basic functions like breathing. Farmers fed him liquid through an eyedropper and cleared his airway with a syringe to prevent choking. He became a touring sideshow sensation, but died in 1947 after the family forgot the syringe.
What a way to go. They forgot they kept him alive for 18 months and then they forgot to feed him. Poor thing. That's terrible.
That is terrible.
It's terrible stuff.
Let's move on from this. Can we get Jack in for a bit of a quiz before we just...
There he is.
Yeah, it's a headless chicken. Right, let's do a World Cup quiz. Jack's going to come into this studio.
Come on, Jack. Get us out of this mess.
Yeah, get us out of this hole.
Come
Jack.
on,
Come on, mate. Come and take a seat. How are you? Come on, when you want, mate. It's
Right,
right,
Jack, you want?
It's all right, mate. It's not like we've only got 10 minutes left of the show.
Jack, do you know what? Jack's been beavering away behind just to produce a quiz. This is a never-ending game, this one, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's gone on for ages.
There's still another 15 minits to go because of injury time and all sorts.
How are you, Jack?
How are we, boys? We sweet?
Yeah, we're good, matey. Coming in with, we got some tension bed. Can we get that? There you go. Right, here we go. We've done all right in these quizzes, by the way.
You have, to be fair.
Set a good standard.
Right, come in, Jack.
He's got a get out of jail free card.
What do you mean?
Noticed.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, just asked for
the initials. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just a way of just moving the quiz on, mate.
Yeah.
All right?
Come
on.
Which nation has won the World Cup the most times?
Brazil.
That's the correct answer. 5 times.
Do you know who's second?
It's not on my list.
Who is it?
Actually, Uruguay.
Spain.
Well,
Germany can't be too far
Do you
beyond.
want a stat?
Go on.
Uruguay have won the World Cup twice, but they actually won it twice before it was called the World Cup.
What was it called?
It was called the...
Jules Rimet.
Was. They won it twice.
Yeah.
So they've actually won it 4 times. But you didn't know that.
And do you know what happened?
I feel like you need to take over.
There's a crazy stat. You know the first World Cup? Oh, I'm going to do this tomorrow. I've got an unbelievable story about the first World Cup.
Is it as good as the chicken one?
Better than the chicken one, mate.
Is it better? Let's hope.
Go on.
No, I'll do it. I'll get my stats. I'll get everything ready for you. It's crazy because some of the European nations got a boat over to Uruguay for the first World Cup. Someone missed the boat and they left them.
Well, the team didn't play?
Team didn't play. It's mad. And they did warm-ups on the deck. Anyway, I'll come back to you tomorrow on that.
See, I've got a question about that. Yeah.
No, not tomorrow. Then Monday. I'll do it Monday.
All right.
Go on. 1930 World Cup.
Oh, yeah, we're not here Monday either.
Tuesday?
We're here Saturday.
We won't do it Saturday.
We'll do it Tuesday.
We'll do it Tuesday. Go on. You got a question on 1930
We're not going to do that on Tuesday. England are playing.
Wednesday?
Well, we're not on Wednesday. It's Scotland.
We'll do it in a week's time.
We'll do it next Friday.
We'll do it next year. Okay.
Right, come on, next question.
Which nation has hosted the World Cup the most times?
Is it Mexico? No, not Mexico.
I'm going to go.
Is it Germany?
I'm going to go Brazil.
That's the wrong answer. Jay was right. It is Mexico.
Is it?
3 times now.
3?
1970,
They're jokers,
1986.
mate. We had it once.
And they're co-hosts for this.
Jokers.
Have you had it once?
Had it once. We had host it once, mate.
Yeah.
Right, come on in, Jack.
How many nations have won the World Cup as the host country?
Okay, so let's go through this. Uruguay. England.
Yeah.
Brazil, did they win it? In Rio, did they win it? France?
France won it.
Where was...
Italy?
Where was 98? No, that was 90. That was 90, Germany won it.
France 98.
Was it? It was France 98. They won it at home. They won it there. So I've got 4.
Spain. Where did
That was,
Spain win?
that was 82. Spain 82. When did Spain win it?
No, Spain won it in 2000.
Yeah, but Spain 82. That was where it was Spain. That was played in Spain 82. Okay, let's go through it. Argentina 78. Argentina won it in 78.
In Argentina.
In Argentina, yeah. How many have we got? 5.
5.
78. 70 was Mexico. They didn't win it.
Yeah, won it.
74 was... Where was...
Germany. Germany won it.
Where was 74?
I don't know, mate.
No, I'm talking to myself.
World Cup's encyclopedia.
No. Well, I've got a little bit of back knowledge.
I'll go with 5. I think
5. We're going to go 5.
It's the wrong answer. You are so close.
So
though.
close. Is it 6?
It's 6.
Who is it?
And it's West Germany in 1974.
Germany!
They beat Italy in the final.
It's Holland, isn't it?
Do you
know what, though, mate? That's not bad from me and you.
Yeah, we dug something out.
Dug it out.
So it's Uruguay in 1930, Italy in 1934, England in 66, West Germany in 74, Argentina in 78, France in 1998.
Yeah.
Hit the post there, mate. Hit the post. It's all right. I don't mind that hitting the post from there. It's a long way out, that one. That shot.
Who is the youngest goal scorer in World Cup history?
Wow.
I mean, I'm going England straight away. Michael Owen was 18, but there must be someone younger than that. Do we know him?
Yeah, it's not a niche.
Is Pele was 17, right? So Pele's 17.
I think it might be Owen.
So Pele was 17.
When Owen was
18.
Was he?
Is there a 16-year-old that's ever scored it? I think Pele scored in. He scored, didn't he, when he won it in 50-something others?
Go Pele.
Pele.
That's the right answer.
Well done, mate. Good knowledge.
He was 17 years old, 239 days.
Good answer. Good answer. Go on, next question.
Who was the first ever Golden Ball winner, the award given for the tournament's best player in World Cup history?
What? I mean, do we know the year?
Yeah, you got to give us the year.
Got to give us the year. I mean, when did they make it up?
Yeah.
They did have it in 30, did they?
I feel like if I give you the year, it's easy-ish.
Well, we don't know when it was made up.
Well, it was first awarded in 78.
Right, okay.
It's going to be
And
Maradona.
then Mario Kempes.
What?
78?
Maradona?
No, didn't play.
No?
Didn't play. Mario Kempes scored. Oh, Mario Kempes. I've got Kempes in the head, mate.
You going with him?
Mario Kempes.
That's the right answer.
Oh, get it!
That's a good answer.
That is
mate.
unbelievable from you.
Good
there.
work, mate. That's good work. Good knowledge. He's good, Cundy. His World Cup knowledge is decent.
Yeah, man.
He's all right. Anything old school is weird, right? You ask him about 2015, they got Scooby. Ask him something from 1962.
Yep, easy.
He's like, yeah, Kempes.
The reason
Back in the day.
I remember that, right, is that I watched a documentary not that long ago about the 78 World Cup. And he scored in the final.
Yeah.
Ozzy Ardiles had an assist in that final.
That's just ridiculous knowledge.
Ozzy Ardiles had an assist.
Ridiculous.
And Ozzy Ardiles, get on this. Guess what number Ozzy Ardiles wore in the 78 World Cup? They're all the squad numbers. Guess what number he had?
2.
Number 1.
Did he?
Yeah. Yeah, he wore number 1 on his back.
That's amazing. That's great knowledge from Cundy.
No, it's nuts, isn't it? I don't know where else.
That'd be a good shirt to have, that, wouldn't it?
Oh, imagine the original of that. Didn't have the names on the back though.
Didn't have the name, yeah, but number 1 on an outfield shirt.
Number 1, Aussie Dealers.
That'd be a great shirt.
Who was the only player outside of Kempes to win the Golden Boot and the Golden Ball?
Oh, he done both, didn't he, Americans? Yeah, right. Oh, there's another goal.
6-0.
Absolutely rattling. Poor old Qatar.
Poor old Qatar.
Yeah, and they've.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he's won the Golden Boot and the Golden Ball.
Yep.
Messi?
What year? What's the year? Will that give it away?
Is there only one player?
Is it?
Yeah,
not-
yeah.
Is it? Is he German?
No.
Is he Argentinian?
No.
Is he Dutch?
No.
Is he French?
No. I feel like the year 100% gives it away. And as soon as you get...
Is he Brazilian?
No. As soon as you get the nationality, I feel like you're going to get it.
Okay.
Very iconic.
Well, give us the year then. So we don't.
82.
Oh, Spain.
I'm pretty sure.
So it's not all those we've said. Hold on. You say you're pretty sure now.
Yeah, I'm going off the top of my head here.
So, the gold. So we've done.
This is out of my
Yeah.
It's out of my range bracket. This one, mate. 82. They're relying on you here, pal.
Yeah,
Very
no,
iconic forward in World Cup history.
Yeah.
History was Spanish.
No.
Oh, he's not Spanish.
No. It was Spain 82.
Today, would be nice.
I might need.
Famous celebration, I want to say.
Might need the country, mate.
World Cup winner.
World Cup winner with an iconic celebration.
Italian.
Yep.
Oh, is it that? Is it that one?
Baggio.
No, it can't
No,
be that.
it's the,
No, it
no,
can't.
he was the forward for Italy when they won the World Cup in '82. Do you need the initials?
Yeah, go on.
First name begins with P. Second name begins with R.
Oh, Rossi.
Yep. Hello, Rossi.
Hello, Rossi. Yeah.
I never would have got that.
Yeah.
Come on in.
What was the name of the much loved and disliked instrument at the 2010 World Cup?
Favela. Favela.
Yeah, you've pretty much got it. Vuvuzelas.
Yeah, Favela. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's bad, wasn't it?
It was like
There was uproar about that.
Mate, it was like a bee the size of a cow. Wasn't it?
Could it run at 25 miles an hour?
It flew at 25 miles an hour.
Keep them coming, Jack. Come on. Don't wait for me.
All right. How many cities have hosting duties for this World Cup?
Oh my God, 18.
Why are you
No.
saying 18?
16.
That's correct.
I knew it was an even number.
It just went after it.
I knew it's an even number.
Right, come on, give us one more.
Which was the nation to host the only ever Winter World Cup?
Oh my God, it was Qatar, wasn't it?
Qatar.
Yeah,
That's the correct answer.
All right. Jack, your boy, that'll do us.
Jack.
Well done, mate. You come
Cheers,
in.
boys.
Yeah, we've done all right there. Right, when we back? Saturday?
Back on Saturday, matey.
Doing a game day phone in from 1 till 4. Me and Cundy are going to be on. You are listening to the World Cup Sports Bar on talkSPORT, brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Here for it. Book now at enterprise.co.uk. Up next, Ben Fletcher is going to take over talkSPORT's build-up to Mexico v South Korea, which is live on talkSPORT.
What Jed Spence done, he could have scored, Jed Spence, right? There is no way that any player on that pitch, had they played the amount of minutes, could have got through where he did. He's got legs, he's an athlete. He had a part in...
He's a brilliant player. I'm not disagreeing with that.
But I think he can impact the game, not from the start. Jed Spencer's not going to start in the World Cup.
Oh, I don't know, you know.
He ain't starting.
I don't know.
Unless it's
what
going to
think?
be against Panama in the last game. He ain't starting. He's
Do you
not
know what?
starting
I reckon
against
he's
Ghana.
going to start. I think against France, Brazil, he's a better option than Reece James. He's He's quicker than Reece James.
He ain't a better player than Reece.
He ain't a better player than Reece James. Reece
No,
James weren't
I've
great
never said
tonight.
he's a better player.
No, I agree. Reece
James did not look that fit.
Second half was better.
Reece James against Elise, he's going to get skinned. Do you know what I mean?
Are you kidding? Elise plays off the right. Just to get this right. Reece
James against Bacola.
Mate, I'll have
Jed Spence can play left or right back.
Jed Spence is a better defender than Reece James. Jed Spence is a better defender than Reece James.
Oh, honestly, what are you
player?
What are you not taken? What have you taken? What's going on? What's happened? What's happened?
Jed Spence is a better defender than Reece James. Where are you going? He's walking out. What? James, you can't walk out. Josh, he's walked out. I can't believe it. He's walked out. Jed Spence. I think he thinks I'm saying that Jed Spence is a better player. I'm not saying he's a better player. He's a better defender than Reece James. Do you agree with me, Josh?
He's definitely better going forward defensively, but I'm not too sure. But I think a lot of people are being very harsh on us here, to be honest. I mean, the 2 goals that Croatia scored, brilliant goals. I mean, the first goal, what can you really do about it? But obviously, if you look at 4-2, it does look a bit ropey for us. But if you watch the 2 goals they scored, I mean, their second goal, brilliant pass. I mean, obviously, he shouldn't have